3, 2, 1. And we're
Eigenbros.
Yeah, what the fuck?
We're at it again.
Yeah.
Starting early.
Starting early.
Welcome. And disclaimer, I think. This is an important thing to say. You know, the views expressed here today are all, they're honestly, I was going to say this before, but I might as well just say it now. A lot of things that we say, we don't even believe for the most part.
What?
Like I'm a devil's advocate kind of guy. Like I'll just, you know, I'll go along with something. I'll play along with something. You know, not necessarily believing it. You know,
that's not going to stop you from the rage and the hate.
I mean, I'm just saying
they're going to still shit on us if anybody gets hold of it.
I just want to put myself in the front already and just say, like, yeah, I'm just. A lot of the time, I'm joking around.
That doesn't matter this day and age.
Just
joking or not, you're a hell spawn.
Someone's gonna hate you.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but
hopefully not that word.
But no. I'm just saying, like, it should be said. I mean, because like from you and I, we understand, like.
It doesn't matter what we understand.
But it's like somebody outside of our circle will think,
fuck them.
You know, is he fucking serious?
Oh, it's true.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's good to have a disclaimer, I guess.
Yeah. Like no way he fucking believes it. Because there's so many things I've looked back on and like listened to what I've said. I'm like, yeah, I hope somebody knows that I'm joking. Like when I say something like that. But whatever. I just wanted to.
People are sensitive though these days. Juan, you can't disclaim anything anymore.
I mean,
can't please everyone.
Viewer discretion is advised. I mean, you had to have that on TV because imagine if you didn't, right?
Right.
Imagine if you didn't have those trigger warnings, you know, because those are trigger warnings if you think about it. You know what I mean? Like PG-13.
It was always funny.
What do you mean? Like that thing?
To have those
funny?
advisories is like, oh yeah, that's gonna stop me. It's like
no, it's not to stop you. It's to warn you.
Well, yeah, but it's like I'm already starting. There's no going back.
Oh, you're saying if it's like rated R or something?
Yeah, or anything.
Well, it's really for the parents, right? Because they want to make sure they're not going to give their kids some R-rated thing or something or explicit content.
Yep, but most parents don't supervise like 100%.
Some do.
Yeah, dude, I don't know about that.
I used to know some kids when I was younger who couldn't do anything. They couldn't even see PG-13 movies.
Fuck, are you serious?
Wow. Yeah, and I was watching R-rated movies by the time I was 6. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Damn, I didn't even know they were R-rated. I just saw like, oh shit, they doing something fun.
Damn, bro.
Anyway, we got our guest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to introduce.
Well, no last names, but we got the other Juan here.
Yes, the returning Juan. We lost his whole podcast originally.
Oh,
he was already here. We had the longest podcast ever.
True.
And
like
it was all wiped by the computer.
Yeah, the RAM
Juan.
dumped a file.
We live and we learn.
The program dumped a file because it was too large.
We're kind of amateur here still.
Yeah, bro.
It was a fun time.
We're learning.
At least they won't see my mistakes that I did it the first time.
True.
You what?
The mistakes that I did it the first time?
You didn't make any mistakes. There are no mistakes in podcast world. It's just happy little accidents.
Perfect.
Yeah, man. You were
perfect.
Yeah.
Juan, you look kind of uncomfortable there holding that headphone like that,
No,
man.
I'm pretty good.
You sure? You
wants
want
to be
to
like a
set that up a
DJ.
little better? We can take some time.
Nah, bro. He wants to be a
set it
DJ,
up.
bro. He's like, chicka. Oh, this. No, you could do this too. You could just move it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look how me and Juan have it. You know.
Yeah. In one ear, out the other.
For the audience, we're still kind of ghetto around here. We get a loop feedback in the headphones, so that's why we all have the uncovered ear look going on.
Hell yeah, get the air horn in here.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear. This is what it's really for, dude.
Yeah.
This is for us to hear. Like,
No, that's why I was holding it once so I could catch it on.
You play that effect on the last podcast I threw up on the on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was a bad way to start it off. Because the Eigenbros came up, the letters, and then that song played.
That's awesome.
We'll do it live.
You should probably have like a theme song.
We were thinking about it.
Yeah, I
got
was
some
thinking about
ideas.
classical music.
Yeah, one plays.
Yeah, Chopin. Right?
Come on. I
don't know if you're pissing me off on purpose. Every time you say Chopin, it makes me a little bit.
The rage
You like
comes
look at me
little bit.
like a pleb.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I don't know fucking classical music.
It's Mozart, man.
There you
The
go.
greatest of all.
Mozart. Really, he's a
Did
greatest.
I tell you that Mozart's my favorite composer?
No, what the fuck?
Mozart is the king, the god emperor.
Damn.
I think he's the best.
That's
debatable though. But
Okay.
I got 3 top.
okay.
Who are they?
It's gonna sound so cliche. Mozart, Beethoven, Bach.
But
Bach
the
is
thing
good. I like
When
Bach.
you listen to enough classical, you realize that those really are the guys, and that's why everybody plays them.
I think I like Bach the most out of all of those guys.
I was obsessed with Bach for a good 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
For sure.
What about
was on a run with
Sinatra?
him.
Sinatra.
What about Frank?
That's not classical.
Yeah. What about Frank Sinatra?
That's not classical.
That's like crooning music. That's like old gangster music. When white people were doing crimes and shit.
Right.
I consider that classical music.
No.
It's like big bandish, I guess. But
Yeah,
not
yeah,
classical.
yeah. It's like, come fly with me, come fly away.
All right. Fuck my life.
Nah, bro, that's still. I mean, I guess that's the American classical because the British had that classical music.
Yeah.
Maybe that is kind of the American
Here's
classical.
Well,
one
America
trying to
has
make
classical-
me feel good.
Huh?
Here's one trying to make me feel
Nah, bro, I'm
I
trying
like
to give you
that.
some relative because like the British had classical music. That was their shit.
Yeah.
Classical music was their shit.
Well,
I'd
Like
say
Americans
Germans
had, like,
were-
banjo
Germans
playing,
had the
bling, bling,
monopoly
bling.
on classical.
well, also
There-
Russians too,
Bro,
and French,
all of Europe, bro.
and Italian.
The Americans didn't have shit.
Well, Americans had
Hot
kind of like
dogs.
you're saying, like band,
Like big band music.
big
right?
band stuff. Yeah, jazz.
Well, I
We
mean,
invented
jazz was a
jazz.
uniquely African American thing, though.
Yeah, but
Like
it's
white for a long
It's in
time, white people didn't
America.
fuck with it.
Yeah, but it grew here.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Like
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
it was born here.
It's
for sure.
weird. It's like jazz is like almost like the antithesis to classical
but it's amazing
because they like turned it all
Yeah.
on its head, and essentially.
isn't that great?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Jazz is like one of my favorite things.
Really?
Like ever since I was a kid, like I was always drawn to it. Like yeah, classical music is cool and stuff because it's like structured and all this other stuff.
Well, jazz is too.
No, it is, but it's it's a sort
But
of
so you're like free form and stuff.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's like chaos. It's like finding rhythm in chaos. It's so
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, I guess that's where it comes with it turns the classical on its head, kind of.
Yeah, dude, it's so and especially like that they're able to just like
Improvise.
improvise, dude.
Mhm.
Like that takes a lot of talent. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like just to be able on the spot just riff it, dude. Like
Mhm.
cuz that's where the fucking term like be cool is from.
No.
Like being cool like if
Juan's
you
face
play
right now.
jazz, he's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" No, if you played jazz and you were like, you stayed with the rhythm, like you were able to keep cool. Like you kept your head level.
Your tempo.
You kept the
Mm.
tempo and you played. Like you didn't just fuck up and just fucking ruin
Right.
the whole
The whole
band. You know what I'm
groove's
saying?
out.
So you kept your cool. Hey, that's a cool cat. Like that's a cool guy. Like
Mm.
he kept his cool.
Never knew this.
Came from jazz, bro.
What kind of music you listen to, Juan?
I don't know.
I mean, you just said
Why
like.
you trying to be secretive, man?
I mean,
I
yeah,
think
Frank Sinatra.
everything.
You said you like.
I mean, mostly everything, but
But
Like,
you
what's
like
something that
Sinatra.
you really like right now?
Yeah, what have you been listening to this past week?
I like rap.
Okay.
What were you
I like-
listening to?
I like also like the techno shit.
All right.
Really?
Like EDM
I've
or
been getting more into electronica lately.
Yeah.
like
But I just want the noise or the sounds. I don't want people's voices.
Oh, you don't like vocals.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I like when they incorporate real sounds, not just
Oh.
computer sounds.
Right.
bloop 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 bloop. No, I'm just
Yeah.
Like
kidding.
more organic sounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's electrons making music, man. Come on, dude.
Yeah, but still,
It's
it's,
kind of all
not. It's
music.
not as fun.
It's kind of all music is electrons
Yeah,
making
no.
music. If you
It's
listen
like-
to it on headphones.
Fundamentally.
I,
yeah.
I want to be able to hear,
Fundamental, yeah, everything.
like listening to the world through someone else's perspective. Have you ever seen Bambi?
Yeah.
Like the beginning intro, that song, and you
No,
see
I
like
don't.
the water, and you hear that boop boop boop.
Oh shit, that was a cool. Yeah.
Like to me, that's what I want people to like. Any kind of music.
That's the
Even
kind of
orchest-
music you fuck with.
That's why I
Wu-Tang.
like orchestra music.
Like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
orchestral?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, you don't know the names.
No, I feel like I would like it because just the way the flutes play the birds,
Oh.
like that seems.
So
fun.
you
The
sound like you would like
Bambi
ambient
sequence,
music or
yeah.
like theatrical music. Because
I
a
get-
lot of times theatrical
Yeah.
music is like
Yeah.
ambience.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like in horror
Exactly.
movies,
They have it set the tone by doing like the screeching,
Yeah.
or like when Inception they do the bam, the big bam sound.
Yeah.
um,
Oh, this one?
that's the one.
Yeah, I like things. I like
Yeah.
shit like that
Yeah,
because that gives you emotion.
it's
man.
atmospheric
I
music.
like.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the feeling.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Just like this?
Yeah, like
What does that bring to, what does that make you feel though?
like right there. Like
yeah,
I'm
like
supposed to
that.
be
What does that make you
scared.
feel? Okay.
It's like I'm
Fear.
preparing for something scary.
Burn.
Yeah, something dramatic.
What the fuck did they use that for?
That's how
Do you
they
remember?
would make. Which movie?
Do you remember what happened in the movie that made them score? They use this.
They just used it for theatrical effect, just to make it more intense.
Why do I
Yeah.
remember that fucking song that goes dee 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 dee
Mario?
dee 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 dee? It's like some
Oh,
action
the
movie.
Requiem for a Dream.
Yes. Why do I remember that? What is that?
that
from?
was used in like every movie trailer.
It's an amazing
for the
fucking
past
song, though.
decade.
It's an amazing song because it really hypes you up.
That's
you know
what people
I mean?
would tell me they like when they say I say
I like
they say I like
classical.
classical. That would piss me off.
gonna
they would
add
say
it.
the Requiem for a Dream soundtrack. I'm like, God damn it.
Oh, that's amazing. Who's the composer? Do you know?
It's the quartet that plays some Philip Glass stuff. Like Kronos Quartet plays it. I don't know who wrote it. They might have written it. I don't know. I know the quartet is Kronos Quartet. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
'cause-
sure.
Because there's some dudes who just make music, make those kind of scores for movies.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
What
then
the-
if they're their household names, usually if they're big, like John
Yeah.
Williams or Danny Elfman or
like the guy who made the Interstellar
Zimmerman
soundtrack.
or
Zimmer. Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer. I'm sorry.
Hans
I'm thinking
Zimmerman.
These are Zimmermans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
He's like, after I get done killing black people,
right,
Hose.
famous scores for
George
you know.
Zimmerman.
Yeah. Damn, bro.
These are all names I should probably write down.
You know Hans Zimmer.
You know
I'm
Hans
sure.
Zimmer, bro.
You
You've
just may
seen-
not know his name, but you know his music.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've
'Cause
seen Interstellar, right?
No.
You haven't seen it?
I don't-
Damn.
With
I
Matthew
don't think
McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
No.
Dang,
You might
dude.
like it. Well, it's a physics movie.
Yeah,
Really?
it's
Yeah.
one of the few ones we got, man.
I thought it was in space and shit.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
That's physics.
I mean, I'm not kidding when I say it's one of the few ones that are actually like really good and accurate. Like,
They had on the podcast with Joe Rogan and Brian Cox we talked
Yeah.
about before with Joe. Brian Cox was saying that the black hole was actually a simulation in that
yeah.
movie.
Black hole.
There's a black hole in the movie, and I'm not going to try to spoil too much, but
Yeah,
like,
that won't spoil it.
but it's like they actually simulated a black hole. Like,
It's not just like a
the
movie
budget.
representation. Like they actually simulated a black hole.
yeah.
So that's how it will look accurately.
Okay.
Like, have you seen Contact? Have you seen Contact?
Yeah.
Like,
That was a cool movie.
with also Matthew McConaughey
Yeah.
and Sigourney Weaver, I think.
No. It's
Oh,
Jodie
my bad.
Foster.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's like
Yeah.
Sigourney Weaver. What the fuck? Yeah, she was. That movie was actually pretty good. That movie was kind of it's kind of like a proto, like Interstellar a little
yeah,
bit,
man.
right?
I'm sure he was inspired. That was
Yeah.
like one of the big sci-fi movies around our time.
Yeah. Because I remember watching it like as a teenager, and I'm like,
I
"Damn,
love
this
that
movie's
movie.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, have you
'Cause,
heard
like, the
about
whole
the
mechanism.
Twilight?
Huh?
Have you heard about the Twilight?
Movies.
The vampires?
No, fuck.
Twilight Zone.
Zone.
Twilight Zone.
Jordan Peele?
You saved yourself with that one. dude.
I was gonna say,
I
one's
think
off.
I think they're I think they're doing like a recast. Or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
Jordan
you guys
Peele's remaking it. So then you know the guy who made Get Out?
Please tell me you can get out, bro.
No.
Come on, man. Come
One
on,
so
bro.
removed from the pop culture.
No.
Culture,
no.
man. What the fuck, dude?
Get out.
It's the one where
You would know if you saw it. It's that good. Like, it's a really good thriller.
it's a horror thriller.
Yeah.
It's where black people get taken by white
Oh,
people.
okay, yeah.
They're abducted, like
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
get
yeah,
put
yeah.
into their
like,
head.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Yeah, he's the one who's remaking the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Okay, he's gonna be good then. That movie was
Maybe.
crazy. It scared the shit out of me.
Dude, I'm scared of that. I'm legitimately scared to travel to Georgia and shit. Because if my car gets like, you know what I'm saying? Like if my car stops,
if it
and
stops,
yeah, if my car stops and I'm like in the middle of some fucking bumfuck town, you know what I'm saying? You don't, you're not scared of this?
No.
You're like, no, dude.
you're
what the fuck?
Mexican. You're Mexican. They don't want you. They only want.
Yeah, they don't
black.
see a lot of me there, dude. So they're just like, build that wall, motherfucker. They're gonna say some shit, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna come out with the Texan accent too, and just be like,
Howdy.
howdy y'all, how's it going? I've been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption,
See,
so
I
like
still-
I feel like I got it worked out.
I still want to believe that there's not that many racism.
There's not that many racism.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, with all that building the wall,
Oh, so you feel like America isn't racist?
well, I'm hoping. I'm hoping, man.
What the fuck,
I don't know, man.
Well,
bro? Come on, when the president says,
See, but that's the president.
bro,
They haven't
if
given-
50% of Americans voted, if it's that means half of the Americans kind of are okay with him saying certain things,
Well,
like at least.
yeah, but then you never know. They might regret it now.
I mean, they probably do, but
And I mean, the
They still had the
Congress people
sentiment
don't
where they
give
were
them
scared.
the money so easily. So there might be
Yeah.
like,
I mean,
know
they still
what?
have sentiments of being scared of brown people and shit, taking their jobs and whatnot.
See, but I think I'm more scared of robots.
I mean, yeah, I mean, honestly, because you're smart, dude. You're scared of robots.
I wish
These
I
people aren't.
wasn't that.
These people should be more scared of automation than some poor person from some neighboring country undercutting their labor or whatever.
Yeah, did you see the Super Bowl commercials?
Nah, bro, I didn't even watch. I didn't go to any Super Bowl
I
parties.
actually watched
Did you?
the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Did you go to any parties?
Yeah.
Oh,
At,
did you go to Chicago's?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
nice.
How was that?
It was
You're
cool,
like,
I
it's
guess.
football, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
You're like, the
football.
food was good.
Yeah.
But they
it's
had that.
wings.
Do you remember that one commercial at halftime, and it has like a little baby robot kid, and it has like half. He has the face of a baby,
No.
and you all
Sounds
just see his
creepy.
robot. I was like, that motherfucker is who I'm scared of.
Oh, you know what I just saw? You ever see the movie Ex Machina?
Yeah, dude. You
Have you
just saw
seen it, Juan?
No,
I just saw it. It's on Netflix.
Dude, it's
You should
so
watch it.
good.
Ex Machina?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It
What's
was
it
better than I
about?
thought.
What's it about?
Basically, it's about this guy. I don't want to ruin it too much, so I'll just give you a kind of brief summary. This guy wins a competition, and he's a programmer for some company. So it's like a in-company competition. And he gets a competition to go to his boss's house. And his boss, is this like probably multi-billionaire. At least
out in
from
the woods, out in the mountains and
yeah.
shit.
Okay.
Well, he's definitely going to be a multi-billionaire. But
You have to take a helicopter to get to his fucking
Yeah.
compound and shit.
Okay,
so it's like this super secluded, super secret compound. And he gets invited to that compound, and he's there to basically do a Turing test. So the guy doesn't know what he's there for at first,
know-
but then eventually his boss reveals to him that I want you to do a Turing test.
Do you know what a Turing test is?
No, what the heck?
So a Turing test is the test to see. Let me see if I can explain this in a good way.
Simple.
Yeah, basically, it's an AI test. And essentially, if a person cannot distinguish whether an entity they're talking to is human or not, then that entity passes the Turing test.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So basically, like, for example, if you're, let's say, on a simple level, like
You're
if
chatting with
with a
the-
robot,
Yeah.
and you're asking it questions like how are you, where are you from, what do you look like, what's your job, and it has human responses, and you can ask all kinds of questions, and you can't tell whether it's a human or a robot. That passes the Turing test.
How does that pass? That you don't know
because
that
you-
he's a robot?
Yeah, let's just say it's like behind a black curtain, and you're talking to something, but you don't know. They say this could be either a robot or a human.
Shouldn't you be able to tell?
You should. You should.
If it's bad.
If it's bad, yeah.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
good, then you should not be able to distinguish between a robot and
Yeah.
a human. If that's the case, that means it passes the Turing test.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's one of these base level examinations for whether your AI is good or not.
So like
Okay, yeah,
you know when
yeah.
you chat with customer service and shit on the phone,
Yeah.
I mean not on the phone but on the internet. Have
Oh,
you ever had
yeah.
that? Like I
Yeah.
bet you companies will probably use a low level. Like,
Yeah.
what's your problem today? And then they do like the first phase is just talking to some fucking robot that sends you like links.
Dude, I
to-
used to get
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of these calls that would say, "Oh, hi," and I'd be like, "Hello," and she'd be like, just grab your headphones. She's like, "Oh, sorry, my headphones weren't working there."
oh,
And it would do like this
wow.
thing. So you'd say like, "Oh, that's okay." So you get drawn in.
Damn.
And I heard it like 3 times. So at this point, I was just like, "Really?"
Damn, they almost got
Clever
you, bro.
shit,
They
man.
almost fucking got you, man.
Yeah, man. I was like, "Oh,
Holy
it's okay."
shit.
The first couple times, I was like, "Wait a minute, I've heard this before."
Everybody
Yeah.
dropping their shit.
Yeah,
Damn, that's clever.
yeah,
Yeah, like
So they're
Cleverbot.
trying.
Cleverbot was one of those things. Have you
Oh,
fucked
yeah,
with Cleverbot?
yeah. I've always
Yeah.
fucked with
Cleverbot.
Cleverbot.
Cleverbot
It was
is-
bad though.
It's like one of those Turing test things where it's like you chat with a robot, but you obviously know it's a robot, but
Yeah.
it needs human input to learn how to chat with people, so they just let people chat with it. So
So
yeah.
basically, the more interactions it has, it should have better responses.
Yeah.
So anybody can chat with it, and it takes in those messages, and it can like reply based on all the chats it's had with
yeah.
tons of people. It was okay, not great.
I don't know. I haven't checked on it in like years.
I used to fuck around with it quite
Yeah, me
often,
too,
and I
yeah.
would always try to stump it, and it eventually would just settle into some stupid existentialist like, "I'm not a robot, you are." I'm like, "All right, Cleverbot, you've had enough."
I think right now it's at the level. Most of those robots are at the level where it's like you might be talking to like a 12-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Like,
even think that high. I think
Really?
way lower. Yeah.
7-year-old, like somebody who's barely
Because
knows
some of
how
the
to-
responses are just so like they're just randomized.
I
Like
guess
if it
you're
doesn't
right,
know what
yeah.
to do, it just randomizes a response.
That's true.
So it's not that clever.
Okay.
But anyway, Ex
Yeah,
Machina
that's
is this movie about this AI, and basically this guy builds an AI, and it's indistinguishable from a human. So the guy's trying to do a Turing test on it, and then
Yeah.
things kind of unravel from there. And it's a cool movie. I would
Yeah.
recommend it for sure. On Netflix.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah. Check it out. It's
I
like
might-
a short movie too, right? It's
Well,
like
it is
an
a
hour
movie.
and 30 minutes.
Oh, like a short one?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think so.
Like it wasn't one of these like long ass fucking movies. that
Nah,
try to,
it's
like-
not drawn out.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels like
okay.
a good length.
Okay.
It's-
Are you into like sci-fi one?
If it's good.
Like what's a good sci-fi you saw?
I don't know.
You don't
watched
know
the Star
the
Wars
last
movies,
one?
right?
Huh?
Have you seen the Star Wars movies? Like those are like classic sci-fi movies.
Yeah, I don't really like Star Wars.
Okay. You will like this one then. 'Cause it's-
What's one of your favorite movies, Juan? What movie are you into lately? Or just like what's a movie that's interesting to you lately?
I don't know. I like
Nothing?
Deadpool.
Oh,
you like the
Deadpool.
movie
I haven't seen it.
Deadpool. Yeah, it was
Heard it was good.
They're
good.
Deadpool 2 or 1?
Both are good.
But
Okay.
actually, 2 is funnier.
I heard 2 wasn't
2
as
is
good as
weird
1
as
though.
shit though. 2 felt like a movie that came out in 2008.
Why? The graphics?
No, I think it's just the storyline was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Like, cause like
Mm.
Deadpool is a character who's meta, right?
Yeah.
And like they didn't. It wasn't meta enough for me.
Oh.
Like it was still kind of tropey in the movie sense. Like, oh, here it's a superhero movie, and I was
well,
like,
maybe
what
they
the
thought
fuck?
they were breaking too much fourth wall in the first one, so they toned it down.
Maybe, dude. I don't know.
Because I could understand like it's annoying. That's why I didn't like the Deadpool comics. I was like,
Mm.
okay, I get it. He breaks
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fourth wall, but it kept being so much. I was like, I'm kind of sick of it.
Hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen the movie though. I'm just saying
Oh.
I used to read the comics a little
Yeah.
bit
Yeah.
because I was like, oh, it's another Spider-Man guy with swords. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, check
True,
it out.
true.
The first one's good. The second one is also good, but it was.
It's not as good as the first one. The second
don't
one,
know.
he was more like a hero. I think.
Yeah, but the second
Mm.
one was funnier though. I will say
yeah,
it had
Do you
more
agree?
jokes. Like there were more moments where I was
So-
actually
so.
laughing out loud.
it's
One
alright.
seems to disagree.
I like his dark humor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
His sexual humor too.
Yeah, yeah. It's
We know
kinda,
you like
the
that
movie's
one.
really juvenile. Like it's really juvenile, but I like it. Like I don't know. It's kind of slapstick, you know.
Yeah,
I think you should check it out. I mean, it's not worth watching at a movie.
I gotta
theater,
see it on
think.
Netflix.
Yeah,
I don't
know
watch
if-
any Marvel movies in the theaters anymore.
Yeah, dude, I know. But you saw Avengers, right? You saw Avengers, right? Both
Not in
of
the
you?
theater. You mean Infinity War? Yeah, I saw it in a barbershop bootleg. The whole thing was blue.
Watch it on Netflix, bro. It's good. I want to see your opinion on it, dude.
Oh, I saw the whole movie twice.
Did you
That
like
was
it?
the day that I was in the barbershop for like 3 hours. I literally
Jesus,
watched the
no,
movie twice
no,
almost.
dude. Not the bootleg ass version, man. The real.
It was the
version.
same. I mean, it was
you
all
like it?
there. It just
I
was
don't-
not good quality.
I don't think I like these superhero movies.
Not,
Yeah, I'm
not
not a
even
fan,
like
really.
Cap. Well, I like Captain America.
Captain
he didn't
America
really-
is like a little bitch.
Bro, Captain America 2,
He took like steroids, man.
it's the best one because it
Didn't
talks
even have to
about-
work for it.
Nah,
It's like
well, here's the thing. Captain America 2 is probably the most adult Marvel movie because it talks about Nazis infiltrating, like, because you
no,
know,
yeah.
This is the
story.
brainwashed one.
yeah, because
I didn't like this one.
Well, here's the thing. I know I tried
Yeah.
to have you watch it, but dude, the actual script is actually well written. Because you okay? Did you listen to Joe Rogan's like recent podcast with Alex Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That shit
did
was
you?
What
mad,
happened?
bro.
What happened?
Dude, this shit was crazy,
Alex
man. Like,
I'm gonna be truthful.
Yeah.
I'm a little retarded.
yeah, yeah, dude. He was going
That
off.
shit was
dude.
cracking me up.
Yeah,
man. I was
I-
dying.
It's like watching a car. Like it's like watching a train wreck,
Yeah.
right? It's like
You
a
can't
slow
look
train
away.
wreck. You're just like.
I was so locked in.
Dude, me
was
too. I
like,
was
this is
like,
the
what the
greatest
fuck is this
podcast.
guy going to say next? Like, it's that level of entertainment. Like, and Joe knows what he's doing. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like, dude, he's entertaining. Like,
Yeah.
whatever you have to say about Alex Jones, he's at least entertaining.
And the icing on the cake was having Eddie Bravo there too. I was like, yes.
Like, even
Just can't get
you
any
know Eddie
better.
Bravo,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Like, Alex was looking at him at some points, like, dude, are you retarded? Like, because he was saying, like, he was like, yeah, you know, you can't just discount flat Earth. Like, wasn't he saying?
Let's
like,
explain because Eddie Bravo is one of Joe Rogan's MMA buddies.
Yeah, yeah,
But he
yeah.
also does a podcast and he's heavy into conspiracy.
yeah.
Oh,
And he's a
shit.
flat earther. So,
No, no.
Yeah,
so,
bro. Yeah.
So he was trying to defend flat Earth, but then Alex Jones is also a crazy motherfucker who's all conspiracy, but
Yeah.
for some reason he doesn't believe in flat Earth.
Yeah.
So he's got some.
He's a little bit
boundary,
more
I guess.
reasonable, I think, because Alex. Is
I don't
a-
know, but they're both like weird and reasonable in their own weird ways. I don't know.
I just think Eddie
both
Bravo's
nuts.
like skepticism to a fault. Like there's this
Yeah.
thing. Like there's a concept. Like this guy that I used to argue with all the fucking time. He, for some reason, he reminded me of that Grandma's Boy character. Have you seen Grandma's Boy?
I
Yeah.
love
The
that
Matrix guy. He reminded me of that
JP.
guy because he used to
I
walk
like
around.
that movie.
Yeah, he used to walk around
That's
in a
a great
trench coat and
movie.
was like, "You guys don't get me."
He used to walk in a trench coat.
Yeah, he used to walk in a
Oh,
trench coat.
bro.
You guys just don't get me.
Wait,
But he was,
That's cringe.
Okay.
but he was so like every time I would talk to him, I'd be like, "Why do you think that?" And he's just like, "Why do you just believe everything people tell you?" And he was one of those. This is the first time I was introduced to somebody who
woke.
was like, I thought was a troll, but legitimately he had a whole philosophy behind it, which was being a pluralist. So what a pluralist is somebody who doesn't take any. If you tell them something, if you give them a like a claim, like, yeah, dude, the Earth is fucking round, like it's spherical, you know, whatever. You'd be like, no,
why?
I can't say that because I haven't seen it.
Huh?
Like,
And it's
So
that
is an
proof.
empiricist?
like in a sense that if he's
To the
never
extreme.
seen anything, he doesn't believe it's true.
That's a stupid ass philosophy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Very stupid ass philosophy.
but that's kind of what Eddie Bravo is a little bit. Like,
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
well. I just call him a pure contrarian, a contrarian for the sake of just being contrary.
like Joe was saying, right?
yeah,
Like,
he just
like-
wants to be contrarian.
But there's
Wait.
some people that want to be interesting and they just start.
Yeah,
adopting
that's what I think
conspiracies.
Eddie Bravo is. He just wants to
Does-
have an opinion that's opposite.
Or maybe he just got knocked in the head too many times.
That too, probably. But then he's a jujitsu guy, so he's more grappling,
Oh, okay.
so he doesn't
Yeah.
get knocked out like that.
Does he believe in us landing in the moon and shit?
No.
I think he's counter moon landing.
Yeah, yeah. he
I'm
also
with
doesn't
him
think.
on that though.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
All right, you
man.
get the fuck out. That's a wrap.
No, like,
yeah, yeah. Oh wait, no.
Play that bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get the shit out of that one. He's opening up the
Roast
bag.
you,
All
bro.
right.
no, like I don't understand.
You're on the spotlight now.
Why?
Yeah, yeah. What the fuck?
No, I don't believe in flatland.
No,
Okay.
but why are you saying we denied that? Why you didn't moon landing?
Yeah,
denied?
yeah.
It's like, How?
Rockets,
It's
bro.
called rockets, you motherfucker. You take physics, you fucking bastard.
I believe in rockets. I don't believe in us.
I'm legitimately upset a little bit that you would
how
say that. I don't know if you're trolling me or not.
No. Everybody in science feels like I'm trolling them, but I'm honestly.
Juan, you've done the science and the equations. Okay, we literally do classical mechanics problems with rockets.
We do
okay?
this. This
what
is
are
a
you
problem,
saying
like
right
orbital
now?
transfer problems.
I still don't believe it. It's just one of those things.
Is it because it's so amazing? Like it's incredulous. You're saying like it's too.
I don't know if it's even that amazing. It's just to me, it's.
Why is it that you don't believe it though?
I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's just.
See, that's
I feel
stupid.
like
You
that's
just
the
don't-
biggest
That's stupid.
conspiracy.
Like
to
you don't
make
think
us-
we can get to the moon? Is that what you think?
A little bit of that,
Okay.
maybe, but mostly.
Why?
I don't know.
You have a fucking iPhone in your pocket. What are you talking
No,
about?
I believe in the iPhone.
Why not? Why that and not the moon? Then the moon is probably easier than the fucking iPhone. What are you saying, man?
I don't know. The moon is just mysterious. I feel like
God damn it, Juan.
it's like the bottom of the ocean. How do I know it's the bottom?
Sonar and shit.
Yeah, see, but
It's easy to find the bottom, bro. Those are easy.
really,
man.
what about
You're a
there's-
scientist, Juan. You can think of explanations for these
Yeah,
things. I don't
yeah.
understand why
You
you're
can have
going with
reasonable
this.
explanations. For
I
it.
hope you're trolling. Is what I'm
No,
gonna
no.
say.
I think sometimes I just don't want to think about it. Maybe if I ever actually give it the thought.
But why would you
other than
deny it if you haven't thought about it? Just say I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm saying I don't believe in it. Because even when people tell me,
I don't believe is different than I don't know. I don't believe is saying a strong statement of I don't think that's true.
well, even when you give me the evidences, I still don't believe it.
You have the fucking evidence. It's called the physics you do literally every day in class, goddammit. See, that pisses me off because you're actually a physicist. You've done the fucking work and the science to be able to figure this shit out. I don't understand how you can
shit.
say that. You can literally
Just-
do an equation right now and write up and see how much thrust it takes to fucking exit the atmosphere.
Yeah.
What it would take to actually
yeah.
do this.
How
I
many
don't
newtons of
understand
force you
what-
need
No,
to
we've
generate.
probably done it for a
saying.
problem, but
You can do all the calculations.
I just don't.
You're saying the human. You don't think the human engineering is there to get us to the
No.
moon?
You've seen the facilities. What are you
I
talking
haven't
about?
seen shit, man. I haven't seen shit.
So you
gotta
haven't
go see
seen
it,
any
bro.
labs. You haven't seen Linux particle accelerators that we have at our school. You might need to
Yeah,
point
yeah,
that out.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know if it's that bad, but yeah. But
A lot of
come
schools
on,
have
Juan.
accelerators.
You've
I mean-
seen atomic force microscopes we have. You've seen scanning electron microscopes.
See, but I
Bro,
seen
you
those. I
used-
believe in those.
Why those though, and not moon
Because
landing? Some of those things
I think-
are more advanced
Have
than a
you
moon
seen
landing.
the
I feel
video?
like.
The video seems like it can be totally fake.
Oh yeah. Oh, didn't Joe
Oh,
bring
okay.
this up?
He did.
Yeah, and Alex talked about how like he was saying that. Well, from what his documents, or whatever. Like he was saying that we did get to the moon, but they had to doctor some footage because you can't really get footage because most of it was destroyed through radiation.
Through radiation or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
so they had to film some of the stuff, but he's like, yeah, we got to the moon.
I saw a really good filmmaker's analysis of the moon
Mhm.
landing. So a guy who's heavy in effects, visual effects,
Yeah.
and video was saying how it would be so much harder to try to fake the video of the moon landing from
Yeah.
a videographer's point of view, which I
Yeah.
thought was really interesting. He goes through all the shit of just how
Yeah.
like the cameras they were using couldn't have even
Didn't
the way
even
you've done it
exist.
couldn't have even existed back then, and it would have been so much harder to fake a moon landing with that equipment.
yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting too. There's just so much.
No, I
if you
agree. There's
really
so many
cared to look
things-
at all the evidence against it.
Here's the
like,
thing,
it would
yeah.
be overwhelming.
Here's the thing, yeah. There's so many things that are actually, even if you look at the video
Yeah,
as it stands, there's more evidence showing that it's legit than it's not.
yeah. And the thing is, like, Juan doesn't even need that though. You can literally
Yeah, you
just do the calculations yourself. That's what's pissing me off.
No,
You
here's
don't
the thing.
need any
Oh,
of
man.
that. You
Okay,
literally
okay.
already are
Okay,
in the
let's-
in the.
Let's use this as a teaching moment.
In the
so
area.
What do you think? What part of the footage did you see that was like that's fucking weird?
I don't know.
Like the flag,
You
the flag
need
thing.
footage,
The
though.
flag.
Because a lot of people point to the
I
flag.
don't
thing.
like the flag thing either, or the shoe picture.
Okay.
So
Because the flag thing can be explained. You know that, right? Because
No.
if think about it, if you're transferring momentum, think about it, if you're transferring momentum to a flagpole, right? It's still because there's no wind in space, right? Not until you place it down, and then you see it waving. Because you transfer momentum, right? You transfer energy.
That
you know
kind
what
of
I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
Dude, I don't know. I just don't understand why we have to analyze the fucking video. We can already analyze the science, which is the most important
look, I
thing.
agree with you.
Maybe it's one of
It's not even necessary
He says
to analyze
all
the
he's saying
video.
is that he has questions.
We don't have YouTube.
I think it's one of those
hearsay.
things
We
I
can
just
actually
probably
do-
want to experience, and then I'll believe it.
Have you never been to like Cape Canaveral or?
Well, I never been to.
Oh,
the
we gotta
moon.
go to a launch, bro.
Yeah, we do.
Let's do it.
Well, the SpaceX launch just happened.
Oh, we gotta. Like,
They just
schedule
went
a
to the
thing, though.
ISS like yesterday or something. I think.
Damn.
I was watching it all today. I was watching all that shit.
Fuck, dude. Let me know. Let me know if you know.
We should go to one.
We should
definitely
take
need to
this
go to one.
motherfucker too.
Yeah, I know. I'm pissed at
I mean-
one. You're fucking. You're on.
I
you're on
believe-
thin ice, motherfucker.
I believe it can take off.
You just
No.
don't think it can get to that.
Yeah, kind of skeptical.
You're on my. You're on my list. Now.
You're on the shit list,
Yeah,
man.
because you're a physicist. You got no fucking excuse.
That's just one of those things, man.
No, it's not one of those. That's just pure. No. Oh.
Yo. Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna have to
Yeah.
go. We're gonna go. We're all three of us. We're going on a launch.
Yeah.
We're going on a
I mean,
space- the
I
next
just want to go
SpaceX
because I want to
launch.
see that shit. I've never
Me
been to
too.
a launch, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
And while I'm still
Elon
fucking,
is just killing it, man.
yeah, he's doing.
And I watched the whole thing on the BFR. You know the BFR,
big fucking rocket.
Big Falcon rocket. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got.
Juan made a good point right there.
Well, he's got. Yeah, they did a whole. This one guy just discovered today. His YouTube is called Everyday Astronaut. It's really a good YouTube channel, and he did a whole series on like the. Well, I watched a bunch of his videos, but he did a whole thing on. I saw one where he did one on the capsules that are going to go for the crewed missions for
Yeah.
SpaceX.
Yeah.
And he compared it to the ones that Boeing's doing, as well as like the space shuttle and all
Nice.
those, and the Soyuz.
Cool,
The Soyuz, is the one we always go with ISS back to forth,
Yeah.
back
Yeah,
and forth
yeah.
now. And he did some cool comparisons on like their weights and how many crew they can take in,
Yeah.
the cost, their different technologies and whatnot. And then I also saw one he had with BFR too. Have you seen the pictures of like Starship? That's one of the components
Nah,
of
I haven't
BFR.
seen it.
So Starship is made of completely stainless steel, which is like weird because you're usually used to seeing like the carbon composite shuttles, right? They're like painted white and everything.
Oh yeah. The
Yeah.
white and
This
black
one's
ones.
all silver, so it's like
Why
going
s-
backwards in time because they used to do that with the older
like
ships.
the Russian ones.
I don't know,
Russian
just some
shuttles?
older variations. But now the thing was, but the technology then for those were
Yeah.
kind of shitty. Now the technology is caught up to where you can use the stainless steel, and it's way cheaper than carbon composite. It's
Interesting.
like 60 times cheaper or something.
Nice.
So it's literally a huge jump in, or a huge, I guess,
Decrease in money.
decrease in,
In
price.
costs.
So he can build like 3 BFRs for
Yeah.
the cost of one if he made it from carbon composite as opposed
Yeah,
to
yeah.
stainless steel. So the stainless steel is the way they're going, I guess, and they have some really cool technology involved with it.
Yeah. Damn. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah,
check
you got to
it out.
watch. You got to.
I'll check it out.
Look at that YouTube channel. It's called Everyday Astronaut. A really cool channel. I just discovered it today.
Nice.
I'll see.
I probably watched.
I'll
like-
see this guy.
Yeah, you definitely check it out.
yeah. This is real
Fucking
shit,
one.
man.
No, I do, but it's just one more thing. To
Yeah, you can't make claims like that one. You have a responsibility now, okay?
No, yeah, that's
So you gotta. I'm gonna have to start sending you channels or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Just send him links, bro.
We're gonna have
Just
to go on a
flood his
journey with
text
you.
with links and shit.
no. I just feel like it might be fake.
I think
More than real.
because a lot of times people they can't believe it. Like I mean it in a sincere way. Like
Maybe a little
it's
bit.
so like because you're saying you don't think it's that incredible, but
Have you ever been on an airplane one?
Oh yeah, that shit.
So that's real though.
Yeah, after I got on,
So why is a shuttle so unbelievable to you?
I haven't
then?
gone to space yet.
The logic is just it's killing me.
I think
It's killing
I
me.
think you just can't believe it. fundamentally
be.
you have
It might
you're
be.
having a hard
'Cause
time believing.
I just don't know why he can't believe that. Have you ever seen like the LHC, Large Hadron Collider, or have you ever gone to like an accelerator,
No.
synchrotron?
No.
I want to go to Switzerland now.
Yeah.
Mon, you're around equipment, though, man. I'm just like, what is? You've seen
I
the
haven't-
level of scientific.
No, I see the shit
Equipment.
that they do. But that's
So why
here
is
on
that one so
Earth.
much more
That's
unbelievable?
here
Some
on
of these
Earth.
things are way past a shuttle.
Yeah,
They
way
were doing
past
shuttles in the
rocket.
1960s.
And they were probably blowing up.
Nah, dude.
So I'm just saying.
Oh, Juan, you're gonna make me have a heart attack.
No, Terrence, please. Let's just relax.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
Physicists say
let's play
shit
some-
like that though. Gets me going.
Yeah, I'm trying to play some
I'm
soothing
just trying to
music for you.
find someone that like.
This is why we have debates on
understand.
religion still.
See, I don't know about religion.
Don't tell me you're religious too. If you're a double if you're a double infringer,
I don't even know.
Juan, will you? Are you getting stuck?
Yeah, it's stuck.
Oh, it's
okay, there we go. No, I was just trying to. I was trying to calm you down with some classical
Yeah.
music.
No, okay.
No, but religion, it's like you gotta believe in something. No,
Yo, dude, actually, this brings up
Honestly.
a great topic because I was talking about this with Karina, like, because you were, I think, what did I see? I'm on Twitter all the time, and like I follow some liberal people, and they're always going after because Peterson announced his debate with what is his name, Zizek. He's like a famous
Zizek.
socialist. Yeah,
Maybe
he's
it's
like
Zizek.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
I know you're talking about the philosopher.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
like a famous like socialist.
is he?
Philosophical socialist, yeah.
Mm.
And then like Peterson is supposed to debate the capitalist side, but I'm like I don't even think he's that.
Capitalist.
Yeah,
I think
Like-
he's enough though.
I don't know if he's not even an economist. Like he wouldn't even do great. Like he's a.
Yeah, he's not a great
but
example
he's
for the
thinking about
But
capitalist.
he's
That's
also not a good
psychology.
philosopher because he's just a clinical psych guy. Like he can talk
I think
about
he's a
certain
natural
things.
philosopher though.
He's a what?
I think he's a natural philosopher.
Yeah.
In the sense that
Maybe.
he's a natural philosophical guy because he's a lot of opinions on a lot of different things.
He does, but the thing is, I was going to bring this up about religion because one of his blind sides that I see
Is his religion.
is his religion thing because, and look, he attacks like modern society because it's like kind of like he uses like boogeyman terms like postmodernist and neo-Marxist kind of thing, but he doesn't define them well. And when that happens, it's like you gotta. I think he's going after these things because in society they're like, especially this goes kind of back to what we were kind of saying a little bit about like how our society kind of doesn't offer us meaning. Like we have to build meaning on our own. And
I
like,
think that's good though, because that
No,
has
I
to do with
agree.
what Jordan Peterson talks about with the sovereignty of the individual. You build your own meaning. You don't want a society dictating what
No,
meaning you should have.
exactly.
They
But
try to actually by saying
No,
you
but
should be
he's-
a
but
material
he's-
person.
but
But
I-
I'm sorry, but let's let our
okay,
guest say
let's let our
something.
guest talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the good thing about religion, or having it instilled in school, is to like give you an idea of something that you can probably have as a guide. You don't have to follow
To give
it,
you meaning.
Why
you're
not
saying.
give you a scientific guide?
because even if you give them a scientific look at all these people haven't been thinking, and this generation's has probably been less influenced by religion, and look at all the shit that they're doing. It's garbage.
But why would you want to give them religion more garbage when you can just do something that's real, like science?
No, but
Give
most,
them a meaning of the universe that actually we know about.
yeah, but
Tell them about the Big Bang. Tell them about evolution. Why do you have to go down the religious rabbit hole?
Come on,
no,
man.
no, but you're doing that.
Smoke weed every day.
Come on, dude. You know that.
No, you're doing. We've been doing this whole non-religion at school since
I don't know about that, dude.
it's been more.
It depends where you're from, though, because you're from Cali, right?
Yeah,
I'm from Texas, bro.
they still have religion in there.
In the South, I think it's a bigger thing in the South. Like,
I didn't have it much at my school. The thing is, you can do. The thing is, you can't really.
I mean, the schools still say under God. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
but-
well, they did when we were, but not in the pledge anymore. I think it's been disbanded.
Yeah,
The
but
thing is,
were
we did
kids.
prayer like in football.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But the
bro.
thing is, that was after school hours. So I think there's a loophole where you can do that after school hours. To
Okay.
me, it was still kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
looking around like, is anybody else fucking? But then, of course, their all heads were down. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, these
yeah.
motherfuckers,
It's fucking
man.
weird. But anyway, no, you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like Peter, to go off your point, because Peterson says, I think this is what he's kind of getting at, and I think this is why he has a blind spot, because he's like, a lot of these kids don't have meaning, which is why a lot of people flood to him, because he's like, I can give you,
The authority that you.
I can give you meaning in the sense that like that's, I think that's why he has a blind side to religion, because religion kind of constructs, and he says as much for the most part, right? Like the Western Christianity like produces the best like outcome for societies or something, I think is what he says.
Well, he says, he talks a lot about the metaphysical construct, I believe he says that's what it is.
Yeah, because he's like, you're functioning in Christian ethics, right? Like your society.
He's saying that all of Western society is built upon
Christian
a
ethics.
Christian ethic. Exactly. So
Yeah.
he's got a really twisted definition
That's
of,
what I'm
like,
saying,
of
bro.
logical loopholes
Yeah.
that he gets around by redefining terms without ever defining them. I've seen so many Jordan Peterson videos, though.
Yeah.
I know exactly all his shit now. So I know what he's saying when he's talking religion.
Yeah.
But that's really a bad part for him. And I think he kind of knows his religious arguments are losing arguments.
Yeah.
But he usually doesn't debate people smart enough to be able to poke good holes in his arguments. Like the Sam Harris debate was fucking atrocious.
I heard
Sam
about
Harris
that.
is
I
like
didn't want
the
to listen
worst
to
guy.
that. I heard it was like a car wreck.
Yeah, I
But not a
hated-
good one. It was
I
like
hate,
everything was
I hate
mangled up.
watching Sam Harris videos because they're just so slow and he never asks anything good. I'm just like,
Yo.
dude, you are missing so many just like basic things you could just say to this guy. The Matt Dillahunty debate with Jordan Peterson is the best exposing debate for Jordan Peterson's religious views.
Okay.
Matt Dillahunty puts him in the box that he should have and corners him very quickly
Damn.
into revealing what his true beliefs are about religion. And Jordan
Fuck.
Peterson's it's the most tense I've ever seen Jordan Peterson
Damn, he
debate.
Really?
My man got
His
tense,
legs
bro.
shaking. He's fucking like
Oh,
he's
shit,
like
dude.
trying to
Trying to
straw
find it
man
out.
Matt the whole time.
Damn.
It's like all his stops are coming out, and he's just fraying at the edges. It's the only time I've ever seen Jordan Peterson
Like lose
this
it.
fucking
Fragile.
lost in lost in a debate. And it was from his. I knew someone was coming for blood, man. I was
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I didn't
mean-
know it was gonna be Matt Dillahunty, but he got it.
Yeah, I mean, when
pretty
you
bad.
come out like that, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. But yeah, no, like I was the bigger theme that I was going to talk about. Let me just, maybe this kind of feeds in. Actually, no, did you want to add something?
Well, the only thing I see is that he gets people thinking.
Who?
Peterson.
Oh yeah, I love Peterson.
That's really what the religion aspect does. Because people, if you teach them science, they're not gonna be thinking. Most of them are like, I don't fucking understand. Let me just drop it.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
I mean, how many science people are there?
I think there's quite an appetite for science, especially this day and age with the age of the internet.
Not,
People are thirsty for scientific understanding.
They're thirsty for knowledge. They want to know a
That's
little
true.
bit, but they're not willing to like actually dig and excavate
Excavate.
excavate
Yeah.
what they want to look for.
I don't think that's true. I think the thing is, the problem with science is at a certain level, you can't really understand it to the fullest extent
Yeah.
unless you know mathematics.
Yeah.
I know,
And
that's what I'm
mathematics
saying.
is a big deterrent for people. But the thing is, I
That's why
think
you end up with flat Earth people.
yes, especially them.
Yeah.
But I think you can learn quite a satisfactory amount of science without math.
No, yeah, I understand that part. But the problem is that's where they'll stop. And they'll still have questions and they won't be able to answer them.
I think they can answer them. It's just all on what people's level of curiosity is. Because the thing is, eventually when you go deep enough, which is what happened to me, I started with all pop science. I listened to Michio Kaku, Carl Sagan, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Brian Cox, Brian Greene, all those guys. And I didn't know a lick of math. Well, I knew algebra and shit, but no physics math. And then the thing was, I got so heavy into all the pop stuff and string theory and all this shit. And I'm like, man, where else can I go? And the thing is, I knew after a certain point that I need math to understand any of this at the level I
Yeah.
like. So actually, that kind of shit brought me into physics. I probably would have never been a physicist if the internet wasn't invented. I didn't even know what physics was until an undergraduate.
True. True.
So to me, that just shows just how powerful this day and age is
Yeah.
in the age of the internet, where someone with an appetite for science and understanding, if they have questions about the universe or about their place in life, or they're having an existential crisis, they can go on the internet and find these answers. So I think
Yeah.
religion and superstition and all this kind of stuff is a dying phenomenon because of the internet. We just have such a small world now because all information is so accessible.
Connecting everything.
It's hard to hold on to superstition now.
But I think this is where like people like Peterson come in and like fill in that void, because I think traditionally people want meaning in their lives, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of Marxists say that, doing, because I try to listen, I try to get as much input as I can to try to understand where like the culture is on certain things. And in this case, like it feels like everybody's in a crisis of identity in a sense.
Yeah.
And like, so a lot of people just kind of are tagging on to like how they look, the sort of things that they were born with. But for me, I think it's a lot more of what I do or what I like to do.
As your identity,
As
you
my
mean?
identity, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's me. Like, that's how I feel like I identify. But then again, I do accept that you are a reflection of what society says about you in some ways. Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
Like I might feel a certain way like about who I think I am, but then society will say, "Hey, dude, you're Mexican, right?"
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and they have
sum
certain
you up in a
expectations
single
of
word.
and they have expectations of what that means for me.
Right.
And I will either live up to them or not. You know what I'm saying? So like,
you're late all the time.
Yeah.
so, yeah, exactly. There you go. I mean, some of them are true, but that's just more cultural shit. But like for the most part, like people look for meaning, and I think especially in this day and age where we're post-religion in a sense, people are going to try to latch on to things to give their life some meaning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's the natural human way. I
mean,
think to be a complete person, you must have meaning.
I know, but there's some people, like, here's the thing about this, people bring this up too, because Peterson's all over the news. He's come up a couple times, but
Is he? I feel like he's
a hot
calmed
topic.
down in the news.
I mean, he's
now.
a hot topic on Twitter, but I guess because like for me here, like I'm adjacent to certain groups, and they're like talk about him.
Okay.
Like,
he's like off YouTube, so I haven't seen anything with him in a
I don't know,
while.
so people bring him up, but like recently he's been kind of attacking like postmodernism, I guess, and like for me,
I don't even know what that means.
because postmodernism is like you're deconstructing, your traditions, and you're deconstructing like societal norms. So in this case, religion was such a societal norm. Postmodernism came and said, "Why are you guys doing all this? Why do we
I
have
like that.
traditions?" Yeah, but he's been kind of like attacking that, and
Oh, because he's saying we're destroying
But-
norms that don't need to be destroyed.
in a sense, yeah,
Yeah. I get that too.
And I mean, like, you don't like. Okay, for instance, like some people say, morality is a social construct. It is, but it's also a good social construct because, like, we like to have.
I don't think it is
Order.
a social construct.
Huh?
I don't think morality is a social.
I think
Well, I
it
think
is.
to a
No,
level it is, but I
think
think
about
there is a like natural morality, or
I-
a very low level morality that almost everyone can universally agree on.
I think we're bred into that though, because if you
I don't
live,
think
if
so.
I put you in the jungle, right,
Yeah.
as from a child,
Yeah, I don't think that's bred in. I think naturally people would know it's not good to murder another person.
I don't know, bro. I mean, maybe like because we have inherent biological things that.
I think
but I'm saying,
your body would feel horrible if you tried to murder someone, a normal person.
I don't know.
It,
'Cause
it depends. If you've been excluded from everything, you're just another animal. Animals kill each other if they have to.
like he's saying in isolation. You're saying in isolation.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
animals have morality. Chimpanzees, they have alliances, they have friendships.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so they have morality.
But
So
even if you're apart, if you're an outsider, but you still look like a ape, I'm sure they're gonna like you better be safe.
You're not going to have the same rules as they do.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I'm saying there's some kind of base level of morality that I think all.
I don't know about all
how
cultures
much-
because then
at
you're
least I'll say
saying.
with humans. I say that all humans share.
So you're saying there's a universal behavior that's sort of
innate.
that's hard.
I think
That's hard to prove.
think
man.
about this. Is there a society where murdering people whenever you feel like is okay?
Cannibals, bro. The Aztecs. I could point to
Cannibalism?
history. of
There's a
societies
religious
where-
component to that. There's some kind
Yeah.
of ritualistic part in
I mean,
that.
but people believe it, and when they're in that framework,
Yeah, but I'm
they
saying,
believe it's good.
Is it okay for a society of people, a group of people anywhere that think it's okay to just murder people at random? With no explanation, no
I mean, I don't know
ritual
about-
part of it, just like, hey, good day, and you can murder
Yeah,
someone.
I don't know about
if you don't like
random,
it.
No.
but people will have their own. Like people will. There's degrees to this, right? Because like there's some forms of like you could you could go flog someone in the Middle East. You could flog your wife if she's been driving your car or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but over here, that's like totally not okay. Like if your wife goes and takes your car, like that's fine. Like, she's not gonna be sentenced to death.
But you're still
because-
going higher level. I'm talking at the base level.
There's still like tribes that have never been contacted by.
Sentinelese, bro.
Yeah,
Bye.
we talked about them at one
But see,
point.
what about them?
All right.
They're like
I don't think they think it's okay to murder people in their tribe at will.
okay, maybe.
Oh no,
not.
yeah, that's true.
But
But
if
if
they murder outsiders because that's something that's now been taught to them that outsiders are a threat.
Yeah.
exactly, so if
But
you-
that's not the same thing.
if you're
There's some
Okay, I see-
logic
I see,
to
Yeah,
that.
no, I see what you're saying.
You
see, so
You're
I'm saying-
you're saying base level.
Base
there's-
level.
There's that's an interesting hypothesis. I'm not an anthropologist.
Sure.
It'd be
But
interesting to get
we're all
somebody.
we're all just amateurs talking. We're all armchair
idea.
No, I know.
whatever the fucks we
Look,
are.
I know,
right
I
now.
know, but at the same time, I would love to get an anthropologist in here to give us some like.
A buddy of mine's an anthropologist, or at least he has a degree in anthropology.
Yeah, bring him up, dude.
But he's a physicist. So he's
Oh,
an
hell yeah.
anthropologist
Bring
and a
him up, dude.
physicist.
Fuck yeah, that'd be an
But
interesting.
he
conversation.
doesn't live here. He lives
Oh,
in
fuck,
that's
Georgia,
lame.
unfortunately.
bring
but-
them down.
Skype him in.
Bring them
dude.
down here.
Skype him in. Yeah.
And he's got a family, so he's probably really busy.
Oh.
But no, it's like I mean, I would be inclined to agree with you, but I don't think natural rights are a concept. Like it's hard for me to accept that.
Okay, I got to disagree. I think there's some inherent laws that all humans know at some base level.
Yeah.
At least in a general sense. Of course, it'll be outliers like psychopaths or sociopaths who will think against that. But
Yeah.
I think at a base level, if you threw any random group of humans together in some isolated region, they're gonna not just murder each other or do random things. They're gonna have some semblance of cooperation.
Yes.
Some kind of group dynamic's gonna form naturally. I just don't buy all this. It's all society. It's all culture.
Well,
I think people have a very hard time of separating what the actual
Yeah.
base level of things are.
But
in the,
but they're
in the,
that's a group of
biology.
people.
But just so you know, the understanding is that like where they're coming from. I'm not saying I personally believe it. This is why
Yeah.
I said a disclaimer. So like, this is why like I'm like saying what I'm saying. But like, from my understanding, their argument is that okay, it's sort of like a synergistic thing. Like society sexually selects for, well, not all of society, but people for the most part sexually select certain traits that are beneficial, right? So you
Okay.
agree with that, right?
Yeah.
So over time, these particular sexual selections of both behavior and it could be appearance. Appearance is typically the thing, but behaviors that are positive and are sexually selected then advance and then propagate, and so you get this multiplier effect. So over time, you start getting people that behave a certain way. So it's like,
Right.
but that's an instance where society shapes the outcome of biology in a way.
That's true.
So
But the things I'm already thinking of
environment
us
versus nurture shit.
well, I mean, like I'm saying it's a synergism. It's a yin
Yeah.
and yang kind of thing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I agree, but that's kind of like the chicken or the egg, right? I'm kind
Yeah,
of
it is. I mean, it is,
I'm
yeah.
kind of already thinking of just humans as what we exist as now. You know, so I'm starting from the base level that humans, boom, we're Homo sapiens.
right now.
We've already been shaped. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm saying that
because you're saying, because I'm thinking if you take a human from 10,000 years ago.
yeah. Oh, that too,
They'll
because that's
fucking
still the
kill
same
us.
human
Put 'em
as
in-
now.
But if you put them with the humans now,
They'll
Yeah.
fucking kill them.
dude, I don't know about that.
I don't think they would be that much different
Uh,
because they're still Homo sapiens.
yeah, but they'll think you're different. They'll see an outsider, and just like that tribe.
Oh well, yeah, but I'm saying, let's say we had a.
they'll have a
human from-
reasoning. They'll have their own reasoning.
Well, let's say
for-
this:
Yeah,
we had
yeah,
a human
their
from 10,000
actions.
years ago put into an island, and they're a baby, and then a human from modern day put into an island that's a baby. They grow up together. They're not going to have any difference. They're not going to.
No, yeah,
they're
no,
gonna
no,
have a
no,
group
no,
dynamic.
No,
Yeah,
but they're going to grow
exactly.
up with each other.
So you're biasing
They'll
it though
form
by
a
saying
community.
that if we're already in the sense that you already have all this knowledge of what you know, and now you're throwing someone into a foreign tribe. Yeah, it's going to be a rocky situation.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
That's not
yeah.
the same thing though. I'm talking
Okay,
about base
okay.
level. You know, you have to think of humans in the most. You know.
So you're saying right now, as humans, as we've evolved culturally, socially, mentally, or whatever, you take 10 people from across the earth, 10
Sure,
average
even
people,
from
put 'em-
10 different time periods.
Bro, I don't even know. I don't know about that.
I think so.
Because if you,
Humans
if you
aren't gonna
got
be that
stuck,
much
if you got
different.
stuck with a KKK racist member from the 1920s.
No. Are you talking about as when they're?
Oh,
I'm
shit.
talking about when they're babies.
Oh, okay. I'm
Before
talking
they're
about
developed
full
any
form.
kind of culture or
Oh,
anything.
okay. Yeah,
I'm
no,
trying,
no,
I'm
that's
trying to
not
be
gonna
completely
happen.
scientific here. Juan. I'm taking away all culture, anything. When you start when you start adding culture, that's when you're going to get problems, right?
Okay, yeah.
You're
That's
never
what I'm
gonna
talking
have
about.
a good experiment. Then you have to
Okay,
get rid
okay.
of all that shit. Get rid of
Okay.
all the shit.
Get rid
And
of- you're
take
saying get rid
people
of
at their base
culture.
level. Yeah,
You're saying get
all
rid of-
culture and get people when they're babies and raise them on an island.
So we're getting rid of their socialization.
Yeah, that's what fucks everything up.
Okay, okay.
Socialization is a problem. I'm talking about at human basic
Okay,
level.
then yes, I would be inclined
See,
to
but-
agree with
Okay.
you.
Yeah, and our point was, I guess, that they would still come up with some kind of morality, some kind of base morality.
They would still come up with something.
Yeah.
But I mean, like here, the argument is that this is why I'm saying natural rights are anything, because they might have different ideas of what is acceptable behavior. Like
Who?
I might say, like those kids that grow up together, like they might.
Sure,
Yeah,
but I
no
think they would
society,
agree.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I might think. I mean, not me, but I'm saying like there are certain people that might think like, sharing that guy's wife on a Sunday is perfectly reasonable.
Right.
Hell no.
That's kind of details, though. Now that's kind of details.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm being too picky. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
being too picky. Because your argument is more like, I'm not trying to be disingenuous, but your argument is more like, for the most part, people want to cooperate. They don't want to murder each other for the
Right.
most part.
Yeah, I
for the
think-
most part.
Yeah, my whole point is basically that you were saying that there's no like objective morality, which I guess that's kind of true.
No,
but I'm
that's
saying
true.
that there's kind of some. It's all in how you define objective, I guess. So when I say objective, I mean that there's some kind of morality that I think naturally humans are going to gravitate to, regardless of whatever culture norms they have or whatever. Not murdering people is kind of a morality that you're going to come to quick.
Yeah.
That's kind of a
But
decision
that's
that
more
you
of a-
are going to agree
Yeah.
upon quick. I
Yeah,
believe,
because you
in any
wouldn't want to
time
die.
period. Yeah,
You don't know who's stronger.
it's
anything.
mutually beneficial as humans
Yeah.
as
Okay,
a
yeah.
tribal species. It
But
just
to
doesn't
me,
make
but,
sense.
But to me, that's
to be
more
a
of like
murdering
a.
person.
But to me, that's more of a cooperative thing.
Yeah.
That's still
That-
morale.
that could-
That's still
You're
something.
saying that's still a choice that.
that's still a moral choice
A
because
moral
you can kill everybody in your tribe. It's just
Yeah.
stupid. It's like, why would you
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's not completely stupid because you could argue that killing everybody in the tribe
Resources.
means you have all the food now.
Of all
And you have
resources,
all the
yeah.
resources, exactly. So
if you're
it's
not
not
the
an
best-
obvious
Choice.
choice, right? But
I'm
the thing
pretty
is,
sure that's how most of humanity operated for some time. I imagine.
what, killing each other?
Until,
they were
we,
just
until
small-
we figured out cooperation. Think about it.
Well, they probably wasn't humanity. It's probably some other form of.
I think
human
that's
that
when
doesn't
they
even look like
when
we do
they found like rival competitors.
No,
It's like-
I think we got successful by figuring out how to cooperate.
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah,
And that's
exactly.
within the past 10,000 years.
But I think
Yeah.
what you're talking about is where if we were just killing anything, I think we wouldn't even be hominids at that point. We could have been like fish in a fucking prehistoric sea or some shit where we were lone sharks or something. I don't think any hominid version of humans would have ever been a completely
just
selfish.
aggressive.
Yeah, that aggressive. So
Okay.
I think we needed that social tribal
yeah.
thing for a long time to survive. like probably millions of years.
Yeah,
I would imagine probably
I think
tens
so.
of millions of years.
sure. Yeah,
Just based on the the fossils that we found and everything.
yeah.
They've always been kind of ape-like.
Yeah, yeah. One of the most interesting, like ever, like
Oh,
one of the most.
by the way,
Oh,
I
time.
think we're
Oh yeah, we should start closing it up.
Maybe we could do a 2-part. But we'd have to shut it down right now and restart.
Yeah, how much time does it usually have?
We can check it right now. Let's go ahead and give a pause or
All right.
perhaps an end.
We'll take a pause.
A tentative end or pause. We'll see.
All right, here we go.
Good.
Sorry, just,
How
we had to
are
check.
we
We had to
at?
check some shit, but
Yeah.
but,
Morality.
fuck.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we should switch gears.
Yeah.
Let's talk about women.
Nah, fuck, nah, dude. I don't want to do
I
that.
feel like that's good.
nah,
good topic.
dude, that's not good.
I think I'm bad with women.
You think so? See,
I,
when Juan's
I
here,
think I
we
know
should.
so.
Okay,
When in
yeah,
So let's
yeah.
just switch it.
All right.
Unless you guys got something good to say.
What do you think about getting a woman while you're in graduate school?
I
Is
think
it
it's
hard for you?
manageable.
Is it hard for you to
You
date?
think it could be done
I think it'd be done.
and perform at a high level in school?
Oh shit. with my brain, no. No. I don't have the intelligence. It's a lot of cooperation, I think. I think it's manageable for both individuals to work on their goals. You know?
Like if they both have separate goals and are doing shit.
Yeah. But you guys, there's this honor system.
Honor system.
Yeah, because hey, I don't want you cheating, and I don't want me cheating.
I mean, that's all relationships.
Yeah, I feel like that's every relationship.
yeah, but
That's
Ideally,
implicit.
at least.
Yeah, that's implicit.
I know,
for the most part.
like if you're not living together, like if Juan,
Oh,
okay.
you're saying if
So
you're
if you're
not
doing
even in the
long
same-
distance shit.
yeah, well, even living in separate houses,
Oh, word.
that would
Okay.
definitely be like a challenge, because then you don't really know.
I guess. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you trust her, which I think if you're going to get in a relationship, you should have 100%
yeah.
trust in the person you're with.
Yeah.
But when you're
It shouldn't even really be a question. To me, I think,
Until
yeah,
there's a reason not to.
exactly.
no,
Yeah.
exactly, but if you love of it and you're in the relationship, but you don't really see them that often, that also, other than the cheating part, it also brings like, well, what's the point if I don't see her as often, but we're both trying to do different things?
Mm.
So you really have to be together in order to have like a maximum efficiency of,
Oh yeah. Yeah, because if you're busy all the time,
and they're busy.
yeah, I mean,
that's a pretty
it's-
bad situation.
Yeah.
So I think those ground rules have to be adjusted when you're in grad school.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's
Juan,
tough.
you're
Juan's the
living the
expert.
life.
Yeah, Juan's the
You're-
expert.
I'm living the
over here.
life. I mean, I tell you guys that it's like it's easy when you already have, you bagged them and tagged them kind of thing already before graduate school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Well, you
before-
put in a lot of work, though.
Yeah, I mean, you have to put in time and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it kind of like, it does take like most evenings. Some.
How long did it
weekends.
take you to seal the deal?
Months. I
Yeah,
think we did
several
it for
months.
like a month or two, maybe. But we were friends for a long time.
Remember that whole time in GR class, general relativity?
Yeah, dude.
You were calling her up every
Yeah,
morning.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, damn, Juan
Every
is on it.
morning,
That's commitment.
lunchtime. But that's because it was long. LD it was long.
Yeah, I
distance.
know.
And that's even harder. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
you have to put in more work. Like, because when you see the person, like, it's almost like, oh, okay,
The
yeah,
affection.
we see each other.
Right.
You have the affection,
Yeah.
the love.
Because I did long distance for like 3 years.
How'd
Not
you
with her, but
survive?
with someone else.
How'd
Oh,
you
you've got
survive?
experience.
Yeah. So I knew the formula, but the thing is, like,
What's the formula?
I mean, you gotta put in a lot of work, man. Like, it's
what
gotta be
kind-
concentrated. Like, it's gotta be concentrated effort.
Right. Like, he actually had the schedule laid out.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah. You
Juan
got
was on it, man.
Because if you just like, oh, I'm busy, and you don't talk to him for a day, like sometimes with like my old relationship, I'd be like, oh, I got work to do, like, but we had been together for like years prior to being at like a long distance or whatever. So like by the time we were long distance, like by the first year, at the end of the first year, we were just like, yeah, you know, I got something to work on. Like I'll probably like text me, you know, like I'll be at home like the whole day. Like you can text me if you want, if you have something to talk about or something.
But what do you talk about? being long away from them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you converse?
I mean, just talk about their, like, if they want to talk, like, but I'm saying, like, I had already been years into that relationship to get to the point where we were both comfortable with being like, yeah, we don't need the constant, like, chit chat, you know, like, we're beyond that. Like, it was kind of like, yeah, you know, you can text me if you need something. If you want to call me, just call me. Like, you know, like for me, it's because I was busy. I was doing undergrad shit. Like, she was busy too. She was doing her undergrad shit. So it's like, you know.
Are you an affectionate person?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Like very affectionate?
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, I am.
So
Like my quote unquote love language is what the ladies call it. It's like it's physicality. Like I like to show a girl that I like her, kind of thing. Like through affection. Like, yeah, I'll tell them some things, but it's like mostly like physical.
You don't like talking.
Yeah, talking's fine. I think I used to do that a lot more in high school. Did you feel that way, or were you always like one straight shot physical guy? I'm a physical dude.
Physical mostly. I don't like. I used to. Actually, I still don't really like it. It's kind of bad.
Like
things
like talking.
I am actually bothered by saying I love you to someone to this day.
Really?
Like, what about
It's
your mom?
still-
What about
it's
your
still-
parents?
Honestly,
You're still uncomfortable with
I'm
it.
still uncomfortable.
Damn.
I force myself to say it with my parents, but I hate it for some reason, man. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know,
It's probably
man.
some strange thing with me, but I just don't. I just feel like it's a trick. It's like
It's
a
your
way to
machismo,
like.
bro.
It's no. It just feels like it's a
No.
way to like cheaply make someone feel like you're saying I'm like. I don't know. I hate like putting
You feel like?
boxing myself in.
Do you
for some
feel like
reason.
you're being disingenuous?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Oh, and that's more about you not knowing how you feel about like love, I guess, right?
Maybe so. It's kind of weird though with my parents because I still don't even like it with my parents. It's kind of
You're
weird.
like, I fucking love my parents, but it's weird.
Yeah,
to
I
say.
love them, but it's
Yeah.
just like, man, I hate saying it. I don't know.
I think because for you, maybe it's more like you're just like it's self-evident.
Yeah,
Why do I have
exactly.
to go there?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't like saying it because I'm like, if you already know my actions, you should already know if I love you or not.
Yeah, you would
Yeah.
know. Yeah,
So it
I feel
feels
the
like
same
such
way.
a forced thing to me.
yeah. I think I felt the same way. For me, it was just I had to get it out of the way. Like so, I was just like, all
Yeah.
right, love you. Like it was. I just had to like, just do it.
That's something I never trained to build.
Yeah.
I feel like. I don't know. I don't feel like I'm too far gone.
I mean, when you grow up, like the thing is with me, when you grow up with a bunch, like most of your family's like women,
Yeah.
like they're all like, why don't you say it? You get berated for it. So it's
Okay.
like, okay, all right, you know,
you got trained early.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they made sure to fucking. I wouldn't be honestly, I wouldn't be the person I am today, as amicable as I am, and like as humble as I am without the women in my life, like legitimately. I wouldn't be. Like if I was, because I think about myself, because I have bad habits. Like I have a lot of bad habits. Even me, my years of just being single for very short times. Like I'm like, damn, this is me at my default. I'm a fucking pig. Like I'm not, like no fucking
Like, what
way.
do you mean?
Huh?
Like, in what way?
Like, you know, I just like I'm a
Messy.
fucking mad. Like I'm not a clean person. I don't have good
You're pretty clean, Juan.
because I have to be clean.
Oh, not naturally.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
I'm the same
naturally
way.
clean.
Same way.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it, left to my own devices, I'm not somebody that's like okay to live with. So you've had to learn that shit.
Yeah.
You know.
But I feel like you've probably gone to a level where you're good now.
But that's 3 years of training. You know what I'm saying? like
Hey,
the women.
but you got there.
The women put you through the training ropes, man. Like there's a joke that goes around that's like, you know, when a girlfriend loses her boyfriend and she sees the boyfriend with another girl, she's like, man, I put on all those fucking years of work. And he's out here doing like all the boyfriend shit with
Right.
her. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you're naturally clean, one?
Well, I'm clean, but
But
I'm
did you
not
feel like
like-
you had to cultivate it?
So do you think if your girl comes into your life and she's like, I want to move in with you, do you think she'd be like happy with you as you are? Like she wouldn't be like, I don't want
Oh,
to change anything about
hell
you.
no, man. Girls always have like this high level expectation. They want clean. They want cleaner.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
No, like even if you were clean, they're all like, if
No,
this is basic, let's throw it
No,
up.
no. Here's what I've discovered.
It can get better. It can always.
No. Here's what I discovered. It's not that they want it cleaner. It's they want it clean the way they think it's clean.
Yeah.
They think it's clean.
But it's usually cleaner.
But because you and I,
Sometimes.
my definition of clean is different from your definition of clean. You know what I'm saying?
I think it also depends on the girls you like too.
True.
So you're probably more
Oh,
interested
yeah,
in girls
yeah,
who are
yeah.
more like
True,
into being organized and shit. I mean, I'm the same way too. I think probably all three of us are.
Do you like cleaner chicks?
Yeah,
You
I like girls who are
definitely-
more
Yeah.
like have an organization because I feel like I'm naturally weaker in organizing things.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I like
yeah,
to
same.
more go with the flow and
Same.
Same.
Yeah.
Like I think if I were to go on a day and they said, "Oh, let's go," I'm down.
Yeah,
For me to have,
but you
a
don't like to
plan-
organize it.
For me to have a plan, like
Mhm.
that's like,
Yeah,
what the fuck can I do? There's so many options.
Right,
How
right.
do I choose?
Right.
How do I
Yeah.
know this is gonna make them happy?
right.
That's really like,
Yeah.
what's the one thing that I as a man can do to take her out and make her happy?
Mm.
And it seems so simple.
Well, there's
but
so many things.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a struggle, bro. I don't
I
even
think
have a
so.
formula to that. But most of them will just tell you straight up.
yeah.
unless
that's true.
unless you're playing like a young girls game, then I think like a lot of them,
Oh, well.
I see this shit on Twitter too. Like they're just like, if your man doesn't like basically guess what you want,
Well, that's one the kind of girls that aren't ready to have.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just
Real
like, dude,
relationship.
I don't have time for mind games.
Yeah, they're
And the
still
one
trying to
still
figure.
listing the 6'1" requirements, and he needs to be
Yeah,
a millionaire
yeah,
and
yeah.
be in perfect shape.
Just
and
like,
fuck
Jesus
off.
Yeah,
Christ.
they're still trying to figure out what they want.
Yeah, they don't know what the hell they want.
bro, that's fucking.
That's
wild
why they
to me.
want the guy to be guessing. It's like
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure myself out.
that's
so-
very true, actually.
Yeah, I feel like do you think guys have lower standards than women?
Yeah,
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I have
see it.
high standards. The only
No.
problem,
I mean,
you'll fuck a donkey if it's
Hey,
been
man,
long
that's why
enough.
guys fuck shit, man.
there's a difference between being horny and having standards. I think every guy is naturally horny.
Yeah.
Whether they know how to control themselves, that's a whole another level. But I think
It's called jerking off. That's how a guy controls
Yeah,
himself.
yeah,
either that or you can do the working out, man. I think it's the easiest way. It's like
Oh,
you
the
get,
Arnold method, coming in
Yeah,
the gym, coming in the gym.
Yeah,
Come in the gym.
I've honestly, I think it's the best way.
Or on your maid, you know, you could do that one too.
On your what?
You what?
On your maid.
What the heck is a
'Cause
maid?
he had sex with his maid.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
and he has
That's
like,
not the best
He has like
method.
he has like a half Mexican, half Arnold looking son.
Austrian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it looks crazy.
Yeah, but
crazy
I
look.
definitely do not.
Gym makes me hornier because then I see all these girls in their fucking yoga pants and shit. And
Not
I'm like,
gonna
God
lie,
damn
yeah.
it.
Even better,
lot-
but it gives you this. I think it's like this self-empowering thing. Like, hey, bitch, you might be hot, but I ain't jerking off. Like, you bet you. It's one of those things. It's like I feel good. It's like you might be hot, but nah, I
don't
got
get-
more self-control. I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't get it. I'm
it's
gonna be honest
it's,
with you.
it's like a
Get what?
Are you saying it's more like you're flexing? It's your own thing about willpower. Like you're
Yeah.
testing your own willpower. Like to
Yeah.
not go up to those women and be like, "Hey, let's go out on a date."
no.
or
I'm
something.
not saying don't go up to them and do that, but it's like if they say no, I'm not gonna go home and jerk off. It's like, nah, fuck that shit. Fuck
It
that
doesn't
shit.
matter, dude. It doesn't matter if you do or you don't.
No, it does matter.
No, it doesn't.
Because it's one thing to get rejected. I'm all like, all right. But if you go home, you go to sleep, and then you're all like, damn, that girl was hot, and you jerk off, it's like, now you lost 2 battles.
Oh my god, dude.
at least when when
There's
she
no
said,
ego in this, man.
No,
Like,
yeah, there is. At least when I lost in face to face, like she knows and I know I'm getting.
She
rejected.
doesn't know. She doesn't know if you go home and jerk off.
No,
What do
no,
you
but
mean?
she knows at that point. Like, yeah, I said no to that motherfucker. I won right there. I might count.
I don't think they
think-
give two shits about it.
No,
Probably
yeah,
not.
but
I don't think they put that much
true.
thought
That
into
might
it.
be true, but I'm thinking like, all right, I might have been a loss, me and her, but it was a win because I
Okay,
dropped my
you're
balls
saying that's more for
and
me.
I went there and I said something.
You're saying not jerking off is more for you than it is for
Yeah,
her.
maybe,
Yeah, it's more for
Maybe.
you.
maybe.
Mm.
But it also puts you. It also gets you to go out there more. It's like, I don't know. It's
How?
like
I don't see that.
men have all this energy, and they're just wasting it by just jerking off. And the worst thing is,
I agree.
You
I agree.
get
maybe
you get nothing out of it, man.
no, because for me, I think it's you actually approach if you approach him more naturally, approach women more naturally. I think like if you jerk off and approach a woman, I think that relieves the stress of like expectation of like because you're all like horned up and shit. You're like, damn, I want to get this girl to like me and come
I
hopefully
like
come
that
home with me.
expectation, man.
But I'm saying, but you're putting so much. You're putting it up on a pedestal that it's like, if the girl's like, nah, I'm not feeling this guy, like whatever.
no, you
you know.
level it out.
No, but I'm saying like if like for me, I would jo, I would jo before that, and even then the benefit is that if you do hook up with her, you get to last longer, so that's even better.
I'd rather just.
I think there's always two camps on this. There's always two camps. The ones are who say, "Don't jack off,"
Yeah.
because you have better energy, and then the ones that say, "Do jack off," because you're more level-headed.
You're more relaxed, yeah.
So I think it's like to each his own almost.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I fall in the camp of where Juan is. Honestly,
I mean,
I feel like
I'm the
it makes
JO
me
camp.
weaker if I.
Okay. You're to the
There
point
might
of like
be
you don't
some
give
mental-
a shit.
Yeah, because that's a
Okay.
tactic for me to stay more focused
Apathetic.
on anything else but
I see.
women.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's always worked as a level, like approaching them in a more relaxed state, so there's no expectation or something. But if something comes up, I'll still work the magic. But it's like
No, yeah.
if nothing happens, then I'm like, I'm cool. I jerked off, so it's not.
No, no, yeah, that's also fine.
For me, it turns in, I'm cool. Let's never talk to girls.
No.
Let's go do
But
something
see, that's
else.
what I'm saying. Like if I was horned
I
up,
think
if I was horned up, and I'm like, because the thing is, I don't want to bust my like. Say if I do
the
get
good
lucky,
one. I don't want to.
See, I don't want it to like. I don't want to be that one pump chump. Like I get like if I go talk to a really hot chick, and like she's like she's totally into it, and then you get to hook up and you didn't jo that time, you just one pump chump, bro, and you're out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
No, that's
you
true.
you wasted such a good opportunity.
I don't know. I like the anxiety
The
or the
intensity,
Yeah.
the passion.
Well, not just that, but just the whole like.
You got
stress
to build
of
the
it.
tension.
The stress.
Yeah, I like the.
It's building the exposition.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I mean, teach.
I like it better too because you're building the exposition, and it makes them want it more too. It makes you want it more too, and it's better.
I mean, I would
overall,
say
I
that it does
Yeah.
make you more in tune.
Yeah, it makes
Like
you
it-
very in
It
tune
makes
with
you very in tune. I will
all
say
the
that.
subtlety.
Yeah, because then you're paying attention to it more as opposed to
Yeah.
like if you're chill, like it's kind of like,
Yeah.
maybe I'm
I
not
just-
reading into it, but
I've never been. I think I'm relaxed, but my level of relaxed is just at that high intensity. It only gets worse.
I mean,
but
but there's a point
it's
of like
good.
you have to be aware too because like a buddy of mine, like because when we were going out and shit, like we were like teenagers and shit. We were trying to figure out like what if we were being awkward with chicks. So what we would do is that when we would go in the movies, like we would kind of critique each other. Like, were you being weird or something? Because like chicks can pick up on that. Like if
No,
you're
yeah,
being
yeah.
if you're being too and like your friends will let you know like if you're being weird, right?
See, I
Because
don't-
like they know you, they hang out with you,
Mm-hmm.
and like so what we would be is like critique each other on if we were being ourselves, like in a
See,
sense.
but when you're with the girl, you're not yourself.
No. But I'm saying like if like you could play
Yeah,
like a
you
more
are.
confident
You can
version.
be.
You can be a more confident version of yourself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the idea.
I think ideally
right?
you should be yourself,
you should be yourself.
or
Oh,
else
yeah.
you just.
No,
weave
yeah,
in a
you're
lie.
yourself, but you're
Yeah.
also kind of like I don't know.
I mean, ideally, you want to be a more confident version of yourself, where you're like not afraid to like. You honestly want to be, like, you want to talk to that person like you're talking to a friend in a sense. Like you're just like.
I don't know.
Like
Yeah, that's
you're
true.
because you're confident in talking to me. Like no problem.
Friendish.
Like you're not
It's a
gonna
friend with an asterisk.
right, but you're not gonna.
You don't want to get stuck in the friend zone.
No, I know, but you're not stuttering. You know, because if you meet
Oh, yeah,
somebody
that's
new,
what
you're
I
gonna
mean.
like.
That's what I mean by you're not yourself. There's some people
Yeah.
that just automatically.
Yeah, I
Get
mean,
into,
you
like-
choke, right?
Yeah,
Like because you're not comfortable with that person. You're not like chill.
See, but being too chill is bad.
No, I know, but I'm saying you have to find that sweet spot. And so like we try to critique ourselves. He was like still kind of he's still bad at it. I feel like I am too. Like
I think I am myself.
Like,
but
I get
I
weird.
just get stupider. As soon as I start talking to a girl,
that you like, you're just like
not even if
start
I like them,
freezing.
I just boom, stupider. Automatically.
No, because I think is it this?
I can sometimes work in your favor though.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
true.
Because if you're thinking about
So I think if
sex-
you're just being real stupid for no reason, then
yeah.
No, I'm not even trying. I'm not even thinking about sex. Sex is
Okay,
like
okay.
the last thing, but it's just
Your
I
IQ
get-
goes down a couple points.
no,
or so.
a lot of points, not just a couple. I think I just become instantly stupider.
Interesting.
Like if
We
I were
need
you
to
just
have-
need to do it more.
no,
He is
it's-
right about that.
It's not
It's
like
like
even-
more practice. You
It's
know?
just you have to constantly do it. It's numbers.
It's
man.
not even about a talking thing. It's not even about that. It's just more like I like honestly being stupider.
No, but he's saying
It's like a funny.
He's saying like if you talk to
Yeah,
enough,
but you can cultivate that stupidity. You're using you're saying you're using your stupidity as a strategy.
I guess, but it's
Yeah,
more like
it works.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've done it. It works. If you act extra dumb and just be so dumb, the girls know that you're just playing it up. Then that's a good strategy. But you got to do it enough to where you've become a master at it.
I've been
it's like
stupid.
drunken. It's like drunken master.
Yeah, the ideal to get to is you need to have
Alright.
multiple angles for different kinds. Well, it depends on what you want. If you were trying to get a plethora of girls, you need a bunch of attack angles, right?
Angles.
But if you only want one type of girl, then you go with one type of angle. But of course, if you know how to attack from many angles, it's always going to serve you well in the future. But the only way you're going to get that is if you just talk to a bunch of girls all
man.
the time.
See, I think I like to improvise those.
Yeah, you should.
Like,
You should improvise with all girls all the time.
yeah. But
That's the best way to do
The
it.
best advice I got was like try to remove, especially when talking to like a girl you think is pretty. You always kind of have to like
Bring her down a few
not
points.
bring her down. But like, you kind of have to like.
Sometimes that works, but don't be that guy.
No, but no,
That
you don't want
brings
that
a
guy.
poisonous
I don't
mindset.
think I
I'm
would
saying,
want
like,
to
you
be a
just kinda
douche.
you have to see them as a human being
Oh yeah.
first. like
can't
Not
believe you
always.
said
well,
that.
no,
Not always.
I mean like.
You want to
I mean,
treat
no,
them
'cause, like,
equally,
you-
even when you know that they're hot. You want to treat them like
Well, you want to treat them like kind
Equal.
of normal. I mean, some girls don't like being treated normally. I mean,
Exactly.
what I'm saying, what I mean by
Some
that.
girls like to be objectified. A lot of them do.
well,
depending on their mood,
some
too.
of them want to, I guess it depends on the girl, right? So, like,
Yeah.
I think some women will definitely be like, oh, you look pretty, and they'll be like, oh, thank you, and then they'll like, that's flirting, right? That's
No, yeah,
for the most part. And like in other instances where it's like, I mean, obviously you need to read the person. Like, if the girl's not dressed for it, it's not like, like it's because at some point, like if you tell.
Welcome
She
to the
likes you,
party,
bro.
Macy. I gave her a pet, and now she wants to join the mix.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's just I don't
Speaking
know.
of pussy,
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I know, right? Nah, man, I don't know. That
That's some
honestly, the best
hairy one.
advice was just like not to put.
Oh fuck!
she's coming for
It's
you
like a
now.
little
Juan.
lion, bro.
She wants the whole team.
Yeah, it's just to
Yeah.
not put women on a pedestal. Is pretty much the thing. I mean, they're yeah, just like if some of them are going out and they're horny and they want to have sex, like they'll more than likely let you know. Like you'll know by like
Yeah.
the second.
Especially the
sentence.
older you get, too. Girls are going to be more open about that.
Yeah.
They'll be less beat around the bush.
Yeah, because I think when you're, especially, I mean, I felt that when I was younger too. I felt like it was a lot more like you had to do a lot more fishing.
Yeah,
a lot
God,
more
I'm so
of that.
glad I'm done with that era of my
Yeah,
life.
yeah. Like, you just have to. There's a lot more chasing, is what we're trying to say. When
a
when
lot
you're
of more of
younger.
doing everything, literally everything.
Literally everything. Yeah.
See, I don't think
Making
I
the
ever,
plans, having the place, having the alcohol, having the fucking entertainment, doing all the talking. God,
yeah,
that shit was
See,
so old now.
I never thought it was fishing. But then, I mean, I've always been a horn dog, but I've never really had like interest in any girl because they usually never meet my expectations.
So you haven't
Well,
found
this
the girl
goes
that
back
you're
to your
emotionally connected to.
No, for the, for the
Said
most
you
part,
haven't found
yeah.
a girl you're emotionally connected to.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
you're like
yeah.
a sapiosexual guy. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Is
it's
that
like-
another stupid ass new gender?
Nah. No, it's like some people need to feel connection with the person before they feel aroused. So they get arousal
I
through.
think that's called
like,
all humans.
dude, I don't know
Yeah.
about that, man.
Well, at least on a mental, intellectual level. I think.
No, but
I think
that's-
all these names for shit.
No,
It's
no.
not
Because there's some
necessary.
people. There's some people that could just like, I mean, like you could go purely off of looks, but I will say.
Yeah,
that
but
I do
the
have
thing
a
is, like,
preference.
do we need to have someone called a sapiosexual because they
No, but
are
that's-
attracted to someone emotionally? Like,
Yeah.
come on, bro.
No, but I'm saying like he might find more fulfilling arousal.
I'm
from,
sure
like,
a lot
from,
of people do. Probably most people will get more arousal when you're emotionally connected to someone. We don't need a new
Dude, I
gender.
don't know. I don't know that. I don't know that.
I
Do you know
guess.
that?
No, but the thing is, like, come on, bro.
I mean, I feel like because
We don't need a whole
you
new
probably
term
feel
for
that
it.
way. You probably feel
I
that
do.
way. Yeah,
That's what I'm
Look,
interested in now.
Look, I feel that way too. But when I was younger, I was like, I couldn't care really. But the thing is,
but the thing is, when you're younger, you also are exploring. You don't want to settle down because you haven't seen shit
Yeah.
yet. You don't even
All
know
right.
who you want.
that's fair.
So you have to
Yeah,
go through
that's
that
true.
whole phase.
Yeah,
It's like this is just a thing of getting more mature.
yeah.
Oh, we're getting up to the next
Yeah, we
level.
are.
Huh?
Ooh.
So what? Dude?
That's dirty.
What have you got to say for yourself? What do you have to say for yourself, sir?
I'm a good boy.
You have it here. Do you have it here?
You heard it
folks?
here.
You heard it here first, folks. Dude, speaking of, have you seen that? There's like a video going around of this dude. He's like, I'll show it to you.
Sapiosexual.
Nah, he's like,
Well, you don't
He's
want to
saying-
watch movies on a fucking.
no.
What kind of
Um,
operation is this?
Come on, man. Jamie, can you?
No, but I definitely
Jamie,
think
pull that
more
video up.
guys have to control themselves. Like they just, J-O is just like,
Well, that's
Where's-
our age now, man. The internet's fucked us over.
I think
The internet's ruined our lives. Ruined the male male
but that
species.
that's probably a problem from why there's so little bitches now. Like they're all bitchy.
Probably true,
What are you
man.
talking about?
Like guys are all fucking bitchy now.
Yeah, they are. It's
Like,
pretty bad.
They don't want to even fight or anything. Like I really
I
honestly.
mean, you don't want people fighting.
No, yeah, you
period.
don't
I
want
think
them fighting.
Juan's right,
but
though.
You want that aggression, like, hey, if it happens, all right, it fucking happens.
I'd rather not get knocked out.
No, that's true.
I've gotten into very close fights with people that weren't even worth fighting over
No, that's
because
true.
of that attitude.
Well, fighting is never something we want to do at this
No.
age. But
I
the
mean,
thing
but that's
is,
what I'm saying. Like,
guys, I think, are generally way more bitches than they used to be.
Yeah, that's
this
what
day and
I'm
age.
saying. And
There's
I
a
think
there's
I mean, you have
there's
to
a
be
bit-
careful
there's
about
a bitch
that old
epidemic
man
going
yells
on.
at the cloud thing. You know what I mean? You have to be careful about that because we're getting
But dude,
older.
there's something going on.
We're getting
man.
older and saying things like, you know, this young generation doesn't know about fighting and whatnot.
No,
you
it's
know,
not
when I was
about-
younger, you know,
it's not enough.
we
about
had
fighting.
world
How
wars
about
and
fighting?
shit.
It's not about fighting. It's like,
Too much weakness.
yes.
Too weak.
Now there's bullying. It's like, motherfucker, just turn off your phone. Get off fucking Facebook. Get off fucking
Yeah,
Instagram.
but the thing is, like,
You-
you're not in the framework of like your life being defined. Say if this is the case, right? Like if you grew up when you grew up in the MySpace era, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it was a lot harder to get bullied on there because people didn't fucking know. Like it wasn't easy to get on MySpace. So you had to like
I mean,
first have internet.
I think I got.
Dude, everybody had internet during MySpace.
I don't know
what the
about
hell
that.
are you talking
Dude,
about?
I literally
How
was one of the
old
few
you-
people because I remember being like a couple of my friends were on MySpace.
Yeah, there was a couple
Well,
of people.
wherever you're from, I don't know where. Everybody on Earth
I mean,
was on
I had,
MySpace,
like-
Dude, I don't know
okay?
about that.
I had
dude.
very slow internet.
Yeah.
But
don't-
I didn't really care for it. It's like, why the fuck
we
would I
came
want
up
to
in,
get on
but
a
that's what I'm
computer?
saying. We came up in a generation where like you lived your life outside of the digital, your digital
Exactly.
life. But I'm saying
most people
life,
now are like,
but
on
they're
their fucking
integrated. But it's because it's integrated into your life, dude. Like your whole social,
It's
your social
parenting.
sphere.
phone. Little parenting.
I mean, it is, but then that's the parents' fault.
Yeah, and they're letting.
I mean, you're
they're-
blaming kids for something their parents raised them for. Like,
but they're letting their kids be little bitches.
Yeah.
okay, then that's the parents' fault.
well, you can't just well, if I go along all my life blaming someone else, like, all right.
But maybe they're not aware that they're like, oh, yeah,
I'm pretty sure they know they're little
comparatively,
bitches. They know they're little bitches.
like relative to, but it's all relative to what? Relative to us
Yeah,
who grew up in a more, but I mean,
not even relative to us, relative to women their own age, they're more bitchy.
I don't know about that.
They're little bitches compared to the women in their age group.
There's definitely
That's how-
there's definitely
That's
something
sad.
going on for sure.
Like
I
women,
don't know,
women
dude. It's
have
definitely
it's
something
hard to
going on.
say.
women have the balls to talk shit
'Cause I
on
could-
anyone.
Sure, but
And
okay,
then-
Well, depending
that's
on the
fine.
girl.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, I could point, like you're saying that I could point to different, like I could point to a counterexample of like, most dudes today, we grew up, we're the DBZ generation, bro. We're all about getting swole. We're all
Dragon
about-
Z.
Yeah, we're the fucking DB, dude. We're about getting swole. We're all getting fit and like big. You know what I'm saying? We're all about
Yeah.
that shit, man.
I hope
So that's what I'm saying. Like you, I think you're looking at it in your own cultural lens, like how you came up, and it's like these people. I mean, there's probably a segment of their generation that's growing up watching MMA and be like, I want to be an MMA fighter.
Oh no, yeah, that's true.
But that's what I'm saying. You can't really draw.
most of
I mean,
them are
unless you're
That's
drawing-
true. Like fighting nowadays, we are like at the next level because MMA is so popular,
Yeah.
and people have gotten to heights of fighting that have never been reached before.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I guess there's this balance here and there, but I do think there is something
Yeah, but
on
those
to
are-
what Juan is saying here. There's
Maybe in college
definitely,
campuses.
yeah,
have
I
to be
think
careful. You
it's
have to be
like the whole
careful.
SJW era right now is
Yeah.
bitchifying people massively.
Well, I mean, if
SJW.
you're on college
social
campuses,
justice warrior,
I think
Juan.
you have to be careful about the world you habitate, because if you draw your conclusions from your own social circles, it's kind of hard to draw like a whole picture of the whole world outside of academia.
But the thing is, we have this SJW movement, and that's pretty much the bitches movement.
but we have different opinions about what that is.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I think I think we're making mountains out of molehills, kind of thing.
Well, for the SJWs?
Yeah. Like, I really don't
I don't
think
know
they're that
about
big of a
that.
threat.
You don't think so?
I think what's a bigger threat is alt-right people.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
alt-right
right
people.
now, for sure.
Yeah.
But I think the SJWs will become a bigger threat after the alt-right moves out. And I think the alt-right is a direct response to the SJW
they are
movement.
reactionaries too.
What's the all right?
But that's what,
Trump.
But, yeah, like Trump,
fuck.
pro-Trump people. But like I'm saying, like,
Yeah, fuck Trump.
but I'm saying like, but their response of people saying like these SJWs are gonna fucking take your rights. They're gonna pee. They're gonna start peeing on your kids, and
What?
from sharing
Peeing.
bathrooms and shit. Transgender
Oh.
people are gonna piss on you
Oh
and
man.
stuff. But I'm saying like people saying that makes these alt-right people flare up and think, damn, they're coming for me. Boots
They're
are
a
at the
coming.
door.
They're a coming.
Boots are at the
They're a
door.
coming.
Like these liberal cucks are here to come take my rights. Fuck them. And then so they arm themselves and then go shoot schools and shit. Like
I don't think that, but
I mean, but that's kind of what motivates these people. Like what's his
Maybe,
name?
I don't know.
What's his name? The incel guy.
oh yeah.
Like he was one of those people.
well, he
like,
just hated women.
yeah, but I
He
mean,
was a bitch
but
too.
But
He was
he's
a next
anti.
level
But
bitch.
that's what I'm saying. Like if you think about like people making, sort of anti. I mean, because SJWs are typically, when you think about your typical SJW, right? Most people think like a loud feminist girl with like 10 ear piercings and colored hair or something, right?
With those fucking feline glasses on.
Oh, that famous,
I can
it's
see that.
because of stupid image macro, right? Somebody had like a stupid of Janine Garofalo or something.
I don't know.
I don't know what it was, but it's some stupid picture on the internet.
There's a
But
classic look.
there's a classic look.
Yeah.
And like that kind of got associated with feminism, and like that's why people like what's his name? Damn, I keep forgetting his name. The
What's he
fucking
look like?
incel guy.
Dude, I don't fucking
Okay,
know
but
or
he
care.
shot up a school. But he was like saying like
Whoa.
women are fucking, like
They won't fuck me.
They won't
They have to die.
Oh,
yeah, they have to
See,
die.
but he's such a little bitch because he's saying it's women's fault.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay.
you that motherfucker probably doing something wrong.
Well, I'm saying like in that sense, like we're making mountains out of molehills. Kind of, this is what my comment is. Like
For who?
for the like, because he thinks that
No.
they're
Can't agree
taking
with
away. Like he's like, women don't want to fuck me because,
But that's not really an
pathetic.
SJW thing. That's he's just a little bitch about not
Yeah.
being able to fuck women.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we have,
SJW shit is like
Maybe I'm
saying that
misunderstanding.
people need to say transgender pronouns or else it's against the law.
Ah, fuck.
Which is how
Against the
Jordan
law.
Peterson even got in the fucking game. That's not a mountain out of a molehill to me.
trans people aren't real. You know how you would? Nah, I don't
Is
know
that
if
a
he said that.
Jordan Peterson?
How did he say
impression?
that?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know, but he
No.
still has his job, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. I thought he quit.
I don't
No,
think
I think
so.
he's skirt around it. Probably. He's old enough to be. He's got to be.
That's wild, dude. Like,
I mean, his arguments are just so valid. He's a logician, and when people can't break down your logic and you don't start apologizing immediately, then people can't do shit about it, really. A lot of
True.
times. And
I
he has
mean-
such a following. It
dude,
would have
I'm
been
a
chaos.
dude. I'm a contrarian at heart, man. I don't get on trains, man.
It's not about getting trains.
No,
I get on
no.
trains if it's the right people.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm like, I
And
don't
even
know.
then, I still barely get on. My one foot's on a train. I can never get on a train
Yeah.
fully. I kind of see what you mean.
Yeah.
I'm the same
Because
way.
there's always a way to. You gotta always bail in case. You never know.
yeah.
I'm ready to jump this motherfucker.
Yeah,
right
I'll
here.
ride it. I'll ride outside on it, but
I'm just hanging
Yeah.
right
I ain't
there.
gonna get comfortable with a pillow and whatnot.
yeah.
No, yeah, all this stuff about sexuality is just getting so confusing.
Dude, that's but that's
becoming
normal,
right
though,
with
dude.
everyone. It's like
That's what?
getting completely right with everyone. It's like I'm gonna offend someone.
Yeah.
That's why you just can't care.
I mean, you just
It's
gotta,
gonna mull over at some point, but we're just in an age of
I mean,
craziness.
yeah. The thing is, when you know somebody who's actually like, yeah, like there's somebody in our like cohort that actually is like, you know, I'm
Whatever.
yeah, I identify as this, and they actually, you know, I will respect that.
No, yeah, I'm totally okay with
yeah.
them.
Like, and I will say that, but it's like I get what you're saying. Like, if you come up to a stranger and you're like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, you know, and then they're like, "Actually, you fucking asshole." I'm like, at that point, you're just like, "Whoa, slow down." Like,
No.
I'm not an asshole for. What's the Dave Chappelle bit? It's kind of like taken out of context, but
Oh
he's like,
yeah, he's talking about
like-
the dude dick hanging of his pants, and they're saying that's a she.
No,
Like, I don't know
not
about
that one, not that
Not
one.
from what I'm seeing.
No, it's the it's the cop one. It's from Killing Them Softly, I think, where he's like there's a lady who's like, oh she's like dressed like he's at a club or something, and she's like dressed like with the short skirt and everything.
I think this is the same one.
No, I don't know, but okay, let me.
It said like his dick was out.
No. She's like dressed like really scandalous, and he's going up to her and he's like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" Like, you know, can I buy you a drink? And she's like, just because I look this way doesn't mean I want guys to come up to me, like, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
And
you
then he has
did
a
it for
bit-
yourself.
And then he has a bit that he's like, but she's at the club, right? So he's like, "What the fuck?" And then so he's a bit like, he's like, "Yeah, you know, I'm not just walking around in a cop uniform." And then like,
Oh,
the
this is his older stuff.
Yeah, a lady comes
Okay.
over and she's like, "Sir, help me!" And he's like, "Just because I'm wearing this uniform doesn't mean,
I'm a cop,
doesn't
yeah.
mean I'm a cop." And he's like, but it's like,
He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were a hoe.
yeah, it was.
She's got a hoe uniform.
You like made some stupid joke, but it was like,
Yeah, that's his. that
that's
was
funny.
prime Dave Chappelle.
it was like old school, yeah, and like.
Dave
But it's to
Chappelle's
highlight
the
that
man.
kind of thing. Like, I'm not like, you kind of have to be, at least people like that, they kind of have to be patient with people catching up to the curve, at least to just be like, don't
Well, the
just
thing is,
say,
the
"Hey, you're a
curve-
fucking asshole for not knowing."
The
my
thing
fucking
also
thing."
is the people who are trying to define the curve have no idea what the fuck they're doing, and they're trying to go. They're going zany with it.
Yeah, maybe
they're
so,
defining
yeah.
the curve in such a level at trying to do it at such a breakneck speed.
It's-
They can't even do it themselves, and then it just looks like batshit craziness, and no one can even take their cause seriously or anything because they're trying to just preach and get people fired.
especially
and,
conservatives, man.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't win over, like, you have to win over Heartland America if you want to push that boundary. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And like they're trying to go so fast that even liberals who
Old
are
school
supposed to be on their
agree.
side are
Old
just like,
school
what the
liberals-
fuck are you
yeah,
doing?
Old school Democrats, yeah.
Because the ultra liberals are just going insane with it. It's like, I'm a liberal.
yeah, so
And
am
with the
I.
SJWs, I'm just like, The jury's fucking out. I
Yeah.
can't keep up with their crazy shit. And then they're trying to say that America needs to go socialist. I'm just like, Jesus, guys, what is going on?
They're gonna lose
Like,
with
this is
AOC,
not
man.
even close to anything I'm believing anymore.
Like AOC and Bernie, is they're like the new queens and shit.
Hmm?
Like AOC, Alexandria
Oh, I can't.
Cortez.
They're always trying to shove that girl in my face. I'm like, who the fuck is this socialist girl?
She's
I
a
don't know
socialist
what
queen,
she
dude.
is.
I don't know who this is.
It's some chick
She's
who's
like
a New York.
yeah, she's the girl from
something.
she's a lady from the Bronx. I think she's our age.
Cool.
So
Yeah, she's just young,
she's a young,
but she
congresswoman.
seems like she probably has a lot of bad ideas.
But she's definitely, and honestly, she got
So I don't
shit
know
from
what
Nancy
she's-
Pelosi. Because Nancy Pelosi was like, "That's not how you get shit done." Like she was telling.
She
her
seems
off.
young and
Yeah.
naive to me.
'Cause
So I
Nan-
don't really look at anything she has.
I don't even
She
like.
could be smart. I just don't care to look at
she's
anything
just
she
not.
has to say. Really,
She's just not at a good level right now. Probably.
I just haven't seen anything from the things that people are trying to shove in my face. Where on Reddit, she's constantly on Reddit.
Yeah, yeah. She,
And it's always
like a queen,
the
yeah.
titles are always bad sounding ideas.
Yeah, it was like
Just
the Green New
okay.
Deal thing. Where
Yeah, it's just like
I mean, her marginal tax rate thing. Did you hear about that?
no.
Where she was saying like the after you make what is it, $10 million in a year? I think
Mm.
10.
after you make your 10 million, right? You had a good year. After that, for every dollar you earn, the government will take 75% of that dollar.
Jesus Christ.
But after those 10 million, like say you're an individual who makes over that, like she's saying, we had these marginal
Sounds
tax rates.
terrible already.
But she was citing that we had these marginal tax rates back in the day when America had its best.
10 million is like nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
It's a
Like,
lot
For an
of money.
individual to make.
For a business? Are you
Not for a
joking?
business, for an individual.
For a business owner to make, yeah.
What
It's
do you mean?
fucking nothing.
Not the business is not.
I'm talking about the business owner. 10 million. That's
yeah,
it.
but that's not, your business is separate from you for the most part.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
your
you can-
you
you
get
can-
paid a salary.
yeah,
from
but
your
you could be
business.
paid 10 million a year as a business owner.
Yeah, but that's insane.
No, it's not.
How is that not?
'Cause
Taking
I want
into
more than
account,
10 million
like,
a
that's
year
your
if I could
profit.
possibly get that.
I mean, yeah, but like,
Like
I'm
that's your
I'm using numbers that I don't remember.
I want to
don't know
be
what she
able to
said.
have more than just 10 million. That's not that much this day and age. It's a lot, but it's not
Yeah.
crazy numbers.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
don't know.
capitalist, bro. I don't know about her stupid socialist shit.
No, I'm just saying I don't remember the number. It could
Terrence
be
is
like
like, kill 'em
25.
all.
It could be 50. you
I
know
don't
what
want. No, I'm not like that. I'm just
I'm
saying,
kidding,
like
I'm just playing.
innovation.
Look, it
Like
could
you're
be
stifling innovation if you're trying to cut people's salaries by that
Yeah.
much. Like socialism and communism, like I just can never get behind them. Anytime I try to debate with a socialist or communist, they can never address the fundamental base level of how socialism is better than communism, or how communism and socialism is better than capitalism. They always start from the presumption that all humans are equal, and that they're going to want to be equal and stay equal forever.
No,
And that's just such
no
a
one becomes productive. No one does anything.
exactly, and that's the thing. And they
how
never
you
can
will-
address it. They always put mountains and mountains of bullshit
Yeah.
on top of something to try to make it work. And I'm just like, if you can't argue the foundational belief or the foundational philosophy, then I don't know what to tell you. Like,
Yeah. I mean,
it's just a waste of breath.
I think like they're arguing. I think their argument, the best argument I've heard, is by an economist. I forget his name, but he was saying that it should be ideally we want a society that's built on like if you use it more, you should pay into it more, right? Ideally, if you use services more, you should pay into them more, right?
I don't know about
You
that.
wouldn't
That
say
we're
so?
keeping track of how much you're using. It sounds like I don't know what you mean.
No, like if you're using, say if you're using, like, I mean, just on principle, if you're using more water, should you not pay more for water?
They already do that though.
Yeah.
Depends how
we
much you're
charge you
using,
more
yeah.
I mean,
because
in
you use more.
California, after a certain, like you have stepping stones,
Yeah.
and if you go above, they start charging you more because they want to have everyone at a minimal.
Because I mean, the idea is
Thing
that
is,
if
though, also-
you use more water, you naturally pay more water. There's not like a cutoff where
Oh
it's
yeah,
like, oh, you're only paying this much, even if you use 20 more gallons of water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It also depends
You
on
know
what
what I'm
you're talking about, because I don't really understand. Like, it's a business. The thing is, to get good business deals, you want to buy things in bulk. So if you're using more of a certain, or if you're buying things in bulk, then you usually want to get discounts.
Yeah.
So it just
that's
depends
what-
on what you're saying. I don't really understand that general
No, I'm saying
statement.
like usage. Like, say if you're using something, like say
Like
if you're
of a
sharing,
scarce
if,
resource,
say
I
if you're sharing
guess?
something. Say if you're sharing something with a pool of people, and like maybe like how we pay for water. That's like a good analogy. That's why I was kind of going to it. But you know what I mean? Like, or
Yeah,
electricity.
but the thing
right?
is, like
Like,
that
you don't
statement
wanna
just does
take-
not apply universally, so I don't really know how useful
no,
it is.
no, I know, but okay. So you get the argument though. Like usage
I
rate
guess.
proportionally. Like so in this
But it's,
argument.
it's not really a good argument for. It depends on what you're trying to argue
Okay,
for.
let
though.
me
Okay.
get there. So what I'm trying to say is, well, this isn't my argument. This is the economist guy's
Mhm.
argument, and this is the best argument I've heard for like, basically a usage tax rate. So what he's saying is that if you're a business, I'm talking about a corporation, because corporations apparently, according to him, he's done the math. I don't know. Use most of the roads to perform commerce, use most of the infrastructure to do more commerce, because they have, they're performing more economic activity than your average consumer for the most
Mhm.
part, because the consumers are just, they're just partaking in the economy. They're not actually engaging. They're not actually creating like more traffic or whatever, because they're shipping out trucks and goods and whatnot, right?
Mhm.
So in essence, they're performing more economic activity, so they should pay into the infrastructure more. That's what his argument is.
Maybe so.
And that's kind of where, like, that's where I've heard the argument where it's like, okay, that makes, I can kind of agree with him on that. And I don't know about Ocasio-Cortez's, this lady. I honestly don't know about her fucking, her thing.
I don't know that much either.
Like, I know I'm saying, like, I don't know how good it would do,
I don't know.
because the problem is, like, you're supposed to find a good balance of like a decent enough tax rate where like companies are going to be like, I don't really want to move out of here. Like, I don't want to move my whole business to China just to have the Chinese subsidize my, business essentially, so that I can like run a business cheaper in China. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happens, like, for the most part. You kind of
It's
want
pretty much the trend is you just get your business in China.
I mean, yeah, because they'll subsidize you. And
Yeah.
then, you pay a 0% tax rate for like 5 years or something. And certain cities do that too. Like Amazon was going to get caught up in that, right? That's why Amazon left New York.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know why.
So they pulled out.
To go to China.
To go where?
No, I don't know. Because they're trying to fish out. Because everybody got pissed because, and I agree with them. I don't think any city municipality should pay for a fucking company to just come and sit there.
The
Like,
thing
you
is, they thought
subsidizing
that
their
it would
business.
be a better investment. The
As
thing
a
is, that's
business,
the
yeah.
the thing is, this is a capitalist society once again. So the thing is, how is that like? Why? What's the incentive for Amazon to come to New York? The thing is,
Like,
New
because
York
they
is
get the
willing to pay
infrastructure.
that because they're saying, okay, we know that if Amazon comes here,
Yeah.
there's going to be like what 4,000 new jobs or something.
Sure, yeah.
There's going to be
You actually nailed
now,
it. That's exactly what the number is.
huh?
You nailed it. That's exactly what the number is.
Yeah, I think I read it at some point. Yeah, they're going to come in 4,000 jobs.
Yeah.
They have Amazon there.
Yeah.
The company, probably the richest company in the world right now.
Yeah, probably.
And that small incentive for Amazon is probably going to be nothing in the grand scheme of how much money they're going to make by moving there. So it makes sense for them to do that.
For them, yeah, but
Yeah.
as a city and its citizenry, your tax rate is going to go up because the city decided to subsidize Amazon's, like, basically you're paying
That's
Amazon
true,
to
but
come here.
That's the thing is,
And it's
like
bullshit. Like, if I was a citizen of New York and I'd be like, my tax rate's going up because you guys
Someone
want
else is
Amazon
going to
come
get a
here?
job.
Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the thing
that's
is
fucking
now
bullshit.
your city could benefit greatly from that in so many other ways because you're going to bring in so many people now. You can have everything growing around Amazon now.
no, but
But
the
New
argument is
York
that
is already-
Amazon could just leave once it's in that grace period, because companies do this all
They
the time.
could,
apparently.
but
They
if you
just-
keep them there, then they won't leave. You have to give them incentive to stay.
yeah, but then
Everything
the
is
number,
money,
But the
man.
number goes higher. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you build I think capitalists should take in all the risk. If you're a good capitalist, you're like, I mean, ethical, I should say. You wouldn't want to take people's money just to do that kind of shit, because then people are going to hate you. They're just going to be like, oh, they're pieces of shit because they're
Not
just fucking
necessarily.
taking city municipality money or people's money.
Not
to stay
necessarily.
there. You don't think so? I mean, the public opinion's going to be like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
Not if
you guys-
if you have a good return on investment. That's the thing. Every decision of this was probably already thought about. They said, okay, Amazon's going to bring us a massive ROI if they actually come here. And that's why it was such a competition between a whole bunch of states to try to get Amazon there, because they know how serious of business Amazon is and how many people and jobs they could potentially bring there, and how much money that whole business will bring.
But it wasn't like a factory, though, for them. I think the
It's a
argument
headquarters.
the argument was that it was like an office space. Yeah. It's like a new.
But still
subsidiary
significant.
thing.
It's Amazon.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think people were saying it wasn't going to be enough. Enough for the justification of subsidizing their whole operation.
Oh, maybe not.
Like, and that's why
I didn't
people were
actually
pissed, I think.
run any numbers or look at any real hard look into it. But
Like,
if you have somebody who's good at actually estimating these things, which is what you should have, then yeah. If you have a shitty economic analyzer, whoever would analyze that, then yeah, that you deserve to get fucked because you have a stupid decision making.
I mean, it's kind of the fault of. I'm not going to blame Jeff Bezos entirely, because it's also the city's own doing, because you're sort of giving the middle finger to like your constituents and saying, like, you guys are going to pay Amazon to come here, and then they might leave, because I've seen this happen like time and time again, where it's like companies will say, this happened in my hometown, but a company will come in, get a cheaper tax rate, and then bounce after like that grace period of like 5-6 years or something, and then they bounce, and then they go to another city that's going to offer
That's
them
the
the same
same.
thing, if not better or something.
Mm.
And it's like, it's
But
a
how was the
cycle.
expansion within those 5 to 6 years?
I mean, once they leave, that's like, it's unsustainable. Then, it's not like, I mean, yeah, the economy grows for however much it
They
grows,
stay.
but then like people go where the jobs are at, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the most part. So
Yeah.
it's
Well, a
kind of
good
like,
economic and someone who is analyzing this situation should take that into account. They should say, okay,
Yeah.
what's the track record of businesses that do this kind of thing?
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Are we
like,
still need a payoff after if this contract runs out? So you should be able to get a net return if you do all of your numbers correctly. You just need to factor all these things in.
I just don't want cronyism, is what I'm saying. I don't want it to
What is cronyism?
breed like government and businesses doing like favors for each other.
Oh, well, that's
Like-
always going to go on.
But I'm saying, like, you want to limit that as much as
Yeah.
you can, and,
Yeah.
and this is kind of like a weird ground where it's like, look, I'm pro business for the most part. Like, I want people to like have jobs and shit and all that stuff. But it's like you kind of have. It's a balance. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
you have to be careful about what the fuck goes on.
But the thing is, like, politicians are always going to be somewhat corrupt. They get those sweet paychecks or those sweet checks from Amazon. It starts to get hard to deny
I know,
that.
right? It's like get Amazon Prime for 2 years. Before. It's just like, yeah, dude. Ah, fuck. Yeah, what are you gonna do,
Goddamn.
man? What are you gonna do? I think we went over time, didn't we?
Yeah, I think we're
Yeah,
about
yeah.
done.
I think we're both
Yeah.
tuckered out here
118.
too.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let's go ahead and wrap it up.
Damn. Yeah. All right.
But we restarted, so we should have had a whole hour. This is a whole nother hour
Yeah.
now.
Juan,
Yeah.
thank you for coming on.
I guess. No
Participating.
problem. Thanks for the invite.
This is for the guests.
Hopefully we all good.
Yeah. Let
Yeah.
me send him off with our official closing
What is it?
audio.
We'll do it live.
No, wait, it's not that one. It's this one.
I don't know what that means to play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?